Yo, yo, what is good? What is good? Salute to the people that's already in the building. Like always, if I miss my Saturday show, I'm gonna come in Sunday unless I'm sick or very, very, very busy. Extremely busy. But I was gonna go live yesterday. Something came up. I didn't. Should have, but I didn't. But we definitely gonna talk about what transpired on Friday night. We're gonna talk about what transpired. Definitely. I don't really care about Ben Whitaker fight. Yeah, he can fight. No disrespect, but damn, I want him to fight somebody better, and he know it. He know what it is. It's like when Ben Whitaker get hit with a good shot, he gets serious and drop his opponent. I'm tired of saying it. Like, bro, it's obvious as hell. It's easy work in front of him. It's obvious. That's why he be playing around and dancing and all of that. And for people that don't know, I've never been a fan of showboating. The only time you can showboat is when you actually did something, pimping. I'm not a fan of you throwing a combination and dancing. Anybody can do that. Even sorry fighters can do that, can dance in between during a fight. Bro, the only time it's acceptable is when you drop them and you do like a little wobbly leg and then go to your corner. That's it. Your showboat should be 1 second long, bro. 1 second or two, and you should only do it when you drop somebody, period. I'm not trying to see you do slick defense and then dance. Man, kiss my ass. I'm not trying to see it. I'm not, and he do it too much. It's too extreme, damn it. I'm tired of seeing it, bro. I'm so tired of seeing it. I need him to fight somebody better. That's why I was glad when David Morrell came out and was like, bro, how am I younger than you, but you still a prospect, right? And I didn't like it. I didn't like how he was like, he answered Morrell. He was like, look, I would be mad too, basically. You know how they talk. He talked weird. I could never quote his motherfucking ass unless I wrote it down. But you know how the UK people talk. He basically, and he high on himself. Like he think he look good and all that stuff. So he basically was like, I would be mad too, you know what I'm saying, if I was main event and then they knocked me off the card because of my opponent. Basically saying he would have been mad too when they boosted up, He said, but basically, he said that he ain't nobody, basically. Like David Morrell, you're nobody, basically. Bruh, you out this joint fighting these easy fighters, tap dancing, bro. You be dancing with the stars every time you fight. Every time I am not a fan of showboating. Anderson Silva was like one of my favorite MMA fighters, and I hated it. I hated when he showboated in the ultimate thing. Like his career ended with his ass showboating. He broke his leg showboating, and then fought another dude or the same dude and got knocked out showboat. Bruh, stop the showboating. Mike Venom Page, I hate it. You got to stop showboating. Stop showboating. I don't like it. I don't like it. Never been a fan of it. You only can do the little wobble dance if you drop your opponent. That's it. That's all I'm trying to see. I'm not trying to see none of that. All the stuff Lomachenko did, everything Tank did. I don't like none of it because anybody can do it. And now you see, what's his name? Whitaker do that shit so much. It kind of looked like you disrespecting the sport, son. Like, bro, is boxing that easy? Man, put somebody in the ring with Whitaker. Put somebody in the ring with him. I mean, anybody can do that shit, bro. Put somebody in the ring with him, though. For real. I'm not saying he not on the show, but probably still do it. But put somebody in the ring with Cousin. That's all I'm really saying. Salute to everybody that came in the building. Lee Jackson in the building first. Definitely appreciate you in the building. What is good with you? Salute Kings of Kings Boxing. What is going on? Up early in the morning. Yes. No, my breath ain't stink. I brushed my teeth and tongue. What is poppin' with your health and wellness in the building? What is good? Salute to you, sir. Salute. What is good? What is good with you, Judah Ben? Israel TV is in the building. Definitely appreciate you coming through. All the kings and queens. I'm about to get some queens in here. They're going to come here. Salute, Zach. B, what is good with you? Yeah. I don't like that. Salute to you, Mike Ryan. What is good with you? Everybody in the building, salute, Mike. Salute, Victor. Peace and blessings to everybody that came in the building. Yeah. Tim Doyle's Temptations. The Temptations. Boys, definitely appreciate you coming through, Victor. But yeah, I can't do the what's his name? I don't even remember his name. Ben Whitaker. I can't do it. Salute everybody that came in the building. I can't do it. I can't do the Ben Whitaker thing though. I can't, because he ain't fighting nobody. When he fights somebody good, like, I definitely pay attention. I watched a little 1-round fight. That's how I know, like, he got hit with something good and was like, oh, all right. He face changed during the hold or whatever, the clinch. He backed up and stopped him in like 3 punches. Like, bruh, it's obvious. It's obvious is nobody in the ring with him. I'm going to need them to do better. Now, let's talk about what happened last night. I mean, it's Friday night. Let's talk about what happened Friday night with MVP or MVPW. Man, there was some disappointment in the air. It was loud. The disappointment was thick. It was thick. Jake Paul went over there and sat down. He commentated for the fight. And I listened. My volume was up this time. It was up. And it stuck. Jake Paul was over there speaking nothing but goodness into all of his fighters, of course. But he sat down for the Shadasia Green fight. And he was saying that she's in a much better headspace. She's totally locked in. Nothing but good stuff. When she was commentating the fight, he was saying she needs to do this, she needs to do that. She don't need to be on the rope. She don't need to do that. They was on top of it, commentating for the fight. And Shadasia Green was doing good. You know what I mean? I think the 7th round, she was hitting Lonnie Daniels with some good shots, bro. She got a chin. Lonnie Daniels got a chin. All right. The 8th round, she didn't do nothing. If you pay attention, Shadasia Green barely did anything the entire 8th round. She wasn't fighting the same. She wasn't moving the same. She wasn't looking the same. They fought 2-minute rounds. 2 minutes. The only 3-minute round, I believe, the only 3-minute round fight was the main event. I know the main event was 3 minutes. I don't know if any other fight was, but Shadasia Green fight was not. It was a 2-minute, 10-round fight, I believe. Was it 10 rounds or 2? I think it was 10 rounds. But she got stopped in the 9th. She moved a little bit out of her corner and went back to her corner, I think, or something like that, and just stayed there. But you can hear the commentators say that she was wincing and she didn't look right. You know what I mean? But they were saying stuff like that in the 8th round, which leads me to look at her corner. So it's like y'all didn't see that she was this and she was that in the corner. It didn't look like she wanted to fight. You know how some fighters, they know that they're getting beat up or whatever. It's kind of like when Earl Spence fought is it Adrian Peterson? When he fought Peterson? Yeah. His corner was saying, like, you too tough for your own good. He was going to go out there and move around, you know what I'm saying, trying to survive or whatnot, you know, and the corner stopped it for him. This was like, it wasn't even the other way around. It didn't look like she wanted to fight. It's when she got out there, she didn't, like, move around or try to survive. She just stayed on the ropes. It didn't look right. It didn't look right with the corner putting her out there knowing that she wasn't ready to fight. Like, she wasn't ready to get out of the corner. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It would have been better for her to sit in the corner and not to retire on the stool than to get stopped the way she did. Visually, I know it would have been better if nothing else. But for her health, for the way she went out, yeah, it would have been better for her to retire on her stool, and then for them to say whatever they want for the reason on why she retired on her stool. You understand what I'm saying? But to put her out there and for her to just stand there and take them shots, son, she was taking some shots, man. She was taking some shots. It was like, yo, how the corner just probably not like what was the corner saying in between the 7th and 8th? That's what I want to know. What was her corner saying to her? What was she saying to them? What signals was being? She got over 16 fights. It's not like this her first rodeo. It's not like she was moving the entire fight. They were saying that the pace was doing it. The Lonnie Daniels pace is what did it. I looked it up to see exactly what happened, like what was wrong with it. I looked it up on the internet. And it said that she was hydrated. She was tired, basically. She was just tired. That's what they were saying. She was just tired. So she didn't do nothing and couldn't. I don't know if I can believe that. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can believe that. She was just tired. That's why she, you know what I mean? And then she couldn't, when she sat on the stool, she's like she couldn't even sit up, son. Like she had to lay down. They was trying to make sure she wasn't going to close her eyes. Like, bro, so how tired are you? You that tired to like pass out, like lose consciousness like that? I don't know. I don't know if I can say and agree that it was just her being tired of a 2-minute round fight that she did over 16 times. I don't know if I can agree with that. I don't know what was up with Miss Green Friday night, but I don't know if I can just contribute it to her just being tired. You know what I'm saying? Like she did this before. It's not the first time. This was the 9th round. You feel me? Salute to you, Anthony Jones. Says Shadeja probably needs to retire. She's not getting any younger. And both her step-up fights she lost. Man, they were saying that she was a McDonald's all-star when it came to boxing. She was talking about how she argued, went back and forth with her mother about boxing or playing basketball. I'm sorry. About playing basketball. And she was great at basketball. And like she was like, if I win and be good at boxing, will you let me? And she wanted to box. So she's boxing. You know what I'm saying? She still succeeded. She was a champ. She could do whatever, for real. But man, if it has anything to do with her being winded, she just needs to change that. She's real big up top and she's skinny on the bottom. She needs to actually just work out her legs more and run more. Get your stamina up if that's the case. But I don't, bro, all of that just because you was tired, I just don't know if I can believe that. I don't know if I can believe that. Gonna talk about why Lonnie didn't take her right glove off during her ring interview. Did she or did she not take it off? Matter of fact, let me go back because the fight on YouTube, so I was just watching. I rewatched the fight. This ain't the one that I want to see though. I rewatched this joint and Alicia Baumgartner ass. You could tell Alicia Baumgartner was tired too. I'm gonna talk about Alicia. Definitely gonna talk about Alicia. She was tired too. But you see how she handled being tired and what she did. She still made it look good. She still made the girl miss. She didn't make the girl miss and pay that much, but she still made the girl miss. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. YouTube on the television is different. You feel me? So different than YouTube on your phone. Oh my goodness. Where's the fights? This is it. All right, y'all. I'm going to check that, Judah. Shields made easy work of Lonnie Daniels. I don't really remember watching that whole fight. I remember watching a round or two, and I think I fell asleep. It wasn't her, of course, but I fell asleep probably early in the fight, so I need to watch it again. According to Green, she kind of struggled. I think she said she struggled with Lonnie Daniels. That's why she picked her to fight. Salute to you, Brian King B. Fulton in the building. What is good with you? That's another thing. She picked this damn fight. All right, fight started. Let me fast forward it. Let's do a little fast forward. All right, commercial. Let's salute to you, Brian. King of Kings say Conor is garbage. They could retire. They could retire on a no, the corner is garbage. They could retire on the stool. Said it was an eye injury or something. Okay, bet. I'm not believing what it said on Google talking about. You know, it was more than one website said that shit. That she was just tired. Man, nah, I'm not. I ain't going for the just tired, son. She ain't even hold the girl. It was something wrong. It looked like something was wrong with her. For real. All right, let me do a little bit more fast forward. Yeah, she still got her right glove on. She still got her right glove on when they held her hand up. She got her gloves. They're in the interview. She still got her right glove. It's untied. They just need to pull it off, but they didn't pull it off. Let me see. Let me fast forward a little bit more. She just talking. They're not gonna have everything because this is some random person's channel. This ain't like the real deal Holyfield. But ain't nobody taking that glove off her. Ain't nobody even around her. She just holding the titles, talking to having an interview. How about the post fight interview? Was it off on the post fight interview? Shit. You'd have been right for real. And she still got it on. See, all right, that's it. They didn't show it. Nothing beyond that. But yeah, she still got it on past her interview. She's walking around talking to people. She still got a right glove on. Salute to you, Yoda Wise Crushers in the building. Salute, what is popping with you? What is good with you, sir? Sir. She didn't. She kept it on. Yeah, it's on. She had it on. She definitely didn't take it off. Salute to you, Big Tony. What is good with you? Salute, sir. Peace and blessings to everybody that came in the building. At least she'll fought 3-minute rounds, though. She definitely did. Definitely did. Salute to you, Reza. What is good with you? Get that premium ads right. No, I'm not getting that. I'm saving. I'm saving for something. Salute to you. What is good with you? It's been a little minute, coach. What is good? She was hurting. Yeah, she was hurt. She definitely was hurt. When it came to, she was doing good. But the 8th round, when she didn't do nothing, Lonnie was putting the beatbox on Green. If something hurt in her eye, I can believe it. Because she was taking some shots. Like I said, she was taking some heavy shots. That's why they got those. That's where I got the picture. Oh yeah, she was taking some shots in that corner and just sitting there. I don't know about it. I didn't see past the interview. Yo, it's maybe I could find a post fight. If they did a post fight interview, man, she better have everything off her hands. Cut it all off in the post fight interview. Salute to you, the messenger. Gratitude to the channel. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you, the messenger. Tired of these hoes in boxing. Yeah, I was about to put T.O. the hoe in my comment. I mean, in my title, but I was like, nah, I shouldn't do that. Salute to you, Ken Soul. Love one. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you coming through. She looked confused, concussed. Yeah, she did. Yeah. I thought my daughter knocked on my door. Yeah, she ain't knocking on my door. She looked concussed. Yeah, she looked pretty bad. She looked bad. Just like watching these lives. Yeah. Oh, yes. Huh? What? Huh? You know what? It was $29.
when I was 12.
No, sorry. Just give me a minute. All right, baby. Bye. Wait till I'm done. Give me that out. Okay. Daughter had mad questions. She asks me the same stuff almost every day. Write it down. Okay. So she was doing good. I really think, yo, when it comes to pressure and people, when it comes to pressure, I'm talking about Shadeja Green right now, and kind of feel like the same way when it comes to Alicia Baumgartner, but I'm not talking about her right now. But when it comes to Shadeja Green, if you could take what she's dishing and you got pressure, you could beat Shadeja. That's just how I feel. Shadeja ain't really fast. Her feet ain't her. Everything's slow. Everything's slow for real. But she can hit hard. If you take her punches, which Lonnie Daniel was, she wasn't taking all of them well, but she was taking them well enough because she didn't get dropped. And you could return fire, and you got a quick pace. It's gonna be her defense isn't that good. You feel me? And when you have slow feet and slow hands, it's tough to have good defense versus somebody that has faster feet and hands, quicker hands and quicker feet. That's the issue with Shadeja Green, in my opinion. But she's high in weight. Lonnie Daniels is a little bit slick. She moves her feet a lot. She moves around. But she's a little bit slick. She can, evade some punches and try to make you pay. You feel me? Lonnie Daniels really did a good job. Ain't nobody really giving her no props right now. A lot of props right now because of, Shadeja Green's condition and how she left the ring. And it's very understandable. But at the same time, like, Shadeja Green I can't say the pace was, she was tired or whatever. She was taking punches throughout the fight, for real. She was just having the more flashier punches, and she was winning the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Was she winning all the rounds? No, but she was winning the rounds. If she would have been able to withstand and, close out the fight and win the last round, she could have won the fight. But she was taking a lot of damage throughout the fight. And when she took a round off, or for whatever reason, if she was hurt or for whatever reason, it just compounded. Lonnie Daniels took advantage of that 2 minutes in the 8th round. She took advantage of that shit. And she was really hitting, and she was moving Shadeja Green. You feel me? Especially when she threw them combinations and ended up with that left hook upstairs. Yeah, I know she felt that. Her whole body leaned. And then the 9th round came and you seen what you seen. But I really hope that she's, she makes a better decision on what she wants to do. Because honestly, I've seen Shadeja fight for years and her body makeup don't change. Now, I'm not being disrespectful, but when you look at all these other fighters, if they're not already fit, 5 fights down the line, 10 fights down the line, 15 fights down the line, you're going to see their body get smaller, get tighter, firmer, fitter. You didn't see, I don't see that with Shadeja. She kind of stays the same way, for real. And when she on fight night, she looks the same. When it comes to weigh-in, she be looking the same. It's like, when is you going to get that other access, whatever, gain some more, win some more, whatever you need it need to be done. She need more discipline probably in her whole camp, and her team needs to be more strict on her for real. But this ain't the time to be strict when you didn't put in the work in camp, or if something happened to her during the fight, you put her out there anyway. Like, I don't think y'all should have let her get off the stool for the 9th round if she couldn't do nothing. That's my problem. The corner shouldn't have let her get off the stool after the 8th round. Why did y'all let her get off? She didn't look like she wanted to fight. She wasn't moving around. Immediately, she should have got out of that joint and circled the ring with her feet. You can't do nothing. You trying to survive. That wasn't surviving in the 9th round when she got up. That wasn't surviving. I don't know what is going on with her team in her corner, but something need to change, pimping, and she need to be on some type of regimen, nutritionist or calisthenics. I don't know. I don't know, but she need to take boxing more seriously, and I could be very wrong, and maybe she's taking it very seriously, and something just happened during the fight. But still, I'm not wrong about how. You know what I'm saying? You should work. You should get your wind up a little bit more. You should be able to be more fluent in the ring. You should be more relaxed, more not relaxed, but you should be able to move around better in the ring, in my opinion. Hold on. My daughter asks me the same issue every day. Yeah, boy, Lonnie, mad big too. Yeah, she came down in weight. She's a heavyweight champion out this joint. Was anyway, and she was surgical with that right handle. Yeah, she was, and she put that combination in there, man. She's especially if she ended up with a left hook upstairs. She hit her with that every time she did it. Every time she did it, she too heavy. She too heavy on right. Top, yo, too top heavy. That's why, bruh. You need to even it. It should have been evened out by she got over 16 fights. And that's another thing. A lot of fighters, man, women and the men, a lot of fighters, this is just human nature. When you feel like something is a challenge and you barely prepare for it, and then when you do the challenge, that shit is a breeze, you tend to do that for the rest of your career or the rest of your life or the rest of those types of situations. You're not going to take nothing fully seriously because you think you got it like that. You feel me? That's where the slacking off comes from. I think she should be in better shape. That's really just how I feel. Salute to you, Mike Biggs, boxing in the building. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming through the building, King. That hell of a guy, big. Yeah, that heifer got big legs, real big legs. She chunky legs, right? Lonnie Daniels floating around the ring, bruh. Floating around the ring with them tree trunk legs. I'm watching this joint came on right after the fight. Alicia Baumgartner. Now, Alicia Baumgartner talking about her fight. She had 3-minute rounds. It was a 10-round fight, I do believe. Man, listen. Positives on Alicia Baumgartner. Alicia Baumgartner, when she put it, her back looked big as hell in this fight too. But when she put it together, for her size, her back looked big because she's small. When she puts her punches together, man, that should be beautiful. When she's not, not being smothered and to be on the outside, it seemed like she was trying to do that the entire fight. It looked good. She was sticking the jab. She was moving around. She was doing a lot of things very well in that fight. You know what I mean? She handled the 3-minute rounds. I would say I'm not even going to get on her the 3-minute rounds because this ain't her first time doing it, and she looks good when she be doing it. You know what I mean? But it's always something that she's comfortable with, and that's what they kept saying on the commentators. Remind you, the commentators was, I think, Ronda Rousey and the other girl, the other MMA fighter, Carrazzo or whatever. I think they were on the mic talking about Alicia Baumgartner. They seen the same shit. Like Alicia Baumgartner, the negatives, when it comes to Alicia Baumgartner, when it came to this girl right here, Bo Shin could take everything that she was dishing at her. She wobbled Bo Shin a couple times in the fight for sure. One of them was very blatant. You can see her ass get wobbled. Her legs was everywhere. But she could take a good fight, and Koreans got hard heads. You feel me? She was dishing good punches back. But when it came to Alicia Baumgartner seemed like she got pretty tired in the middle of the fight. You feel me? Around 6 or 7 rounds in or whatever, she was getting tired, and she just used her arms was down, her hands was down. She was just moving them defensively. She was making Bo Shin miss, but not making her pay at all. Right here in the 3rd round, when they both fell down and got up, the ref didn't separate them enough. And when she said fight, Bo Shin threw a right hook hard as hell, or a right straight hard as hell, and bombed the shit out of Alicia Baumgartner. I don't know if y'all seen that, but they just showed that shit again. and Alicia went to hold her ass and kind of stumbled a little bit. Bo Shin was throwing punches to the body while she was trying to hold, and she recovered very well, which told me that Alicia Baumgartner got rocked, but she wasn't hurt from the shot. She was rocked, but she wasn't hurt from the shot. You understand me? It was like a stunning shot, like boom, you know what I'm saying? And she like kind of, her body, just upper body kind of drifted a little bit forward, but she was already holding Bo Shin. That's how close they was to each other. Other than that, this referee did a good job, but she just didn't separate them enough. When it came to after they was being held, you supposed to separate them a little bit. So when a puncher when a fighter throw a punch, immediately it won't hit another fighter in the face. That's what Bo Shin did to Alicia Baumgartner and blasted her ass in the third round. She got it together though. In this fight, Alicia Baumgartner was making it look real pretty doing what she do in the first round. Bo Shin was just I would probably just say maybe she was getting used to the 3-minute rounds or listening to her corner, but her corner told her to throw some punches in the second. She came out rough and tough in the second, and in the third, even rougher. You feel me? She got to Alicia Baumgartner ass in the third round. Alicia Baumgartner got pretty mad at the end of it and was putting them punches together on Bo Shin. The fourth round, Alicia Baumgartner came out and was putting the beatbox on Bo Shin. She didn't like that shit at all. She did not like that strong right hand at all. She came out in the fourth round and hit Bo Shin with the boot, bam. You understand? Oh my gosh. And Bo Shin, their feet was everywhere. I was like, oh, you know what she hit her, because I rewind that shit and looked at it again. She hit her with the Gervonta Davis. I'm telling you, yo. That's what she hit. She hit her with the Tank Davis. You know how Tank always do the power hand uppercut and the other hand hook. That's like his best combination. He be dropping people off of that combination. That's what she did to Bo Shin in the fourth round and had her legs everywhere. Alicia Baumgartner hit her with the power right uppercut and the left hook. Boom, legs was everywhere. I was like, oh, okay, Alicia. She said, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. She said, you trying to embarrass me on national TV? For sure, for real. Salute to you, Jason Williams. Hope all is well with you. Peace and blessings to you too. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Yeah, she got thighs. For sure. Yo, did you see Carolina post after the fight? No, I didn't. That's the one thing that I missed. But I went to sleep. I went to sleep early, but I missed that. I missed her post. She got Pacquiao calves and legs. She does. She got them tree chunks. I like Shin too. She put up a very, very good fight. Good showing for her. Good showing against what they the face of the face, what they call MVP boxing and women's boxing. Salute to you, Skills from New Orleans in the building. What is good with you? Salute to you, sir. Definitely appreciate you. Everybody hit the like button for your girl, please. Alicia got gas, but was still pot shot and blood. Yeah, she got gas, bro. I don't know, people probably didn't recognize that, but she was tired. And it was the pace to Shin. It was Shin's pace. Usually when she be doing these 3-minute rounds, to her opponent be pacing themselves too, so they won't get tired. Man, Bo Shin was up for the challenge. You hear me? And the pace of Bo Shin, she started fighting real rough and stuff. She was making Alicia look bad. So I guess she, went to that great corner of hers with Derek James. Derek James said, all right, be defensively. Hit your best Shakur Stevenson. And that's what she did. She put her arms down and she was being defensively, and she threw a couple of shots or whatever, here and there. When it came to this fight, she really didn't throw that many punches for real. Compared to what Bo Shin was throwing, but they said she had a high 40 or mid 40% power punch connection rate. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I see what she's doing, but you can't knock everybody out. You can't drop everybody. You feel me? So she knows she got to get that gas tank up, especially if she want to keep fighting these 3-minute rounds, which is very highly entertaining. And another thing with the 3-minute rounds in the women, I do agree, it slows things down so you can show more work and you can set things up more, of course. You know what I'm saying? And I think when it comes to women's boxing, it looks sloppy a lot because they got to do a lot within 2 minutes. if they be calm and the other person's rushing, they can lose on the cards just by, getting out punched or outworked. So all the girls work really hard, and it looks sloppy a lot. You know what I mean? This fight right here looks sloppy because in the middle of the fight, Alicia Baumgartner was tired, and Bo Shin was throwing all types of stuff on the inside. The fight was on the inside when it came to Bo Shin. You feel me? So the fight was looking pretty sloppy, but at certain times, but they were landing punches damn near the whole fight. Like everybody, they were landing punches. When she started being defensively, when Baumgartner started being defensively, when she threw punches, she landed them. You know what I mean? And when she was being defensively, it's not like she wasn't getting touched. She still was, but she was doing a good job of evading punches, but she wasn't making her pay when a lot of stuff that she was getting out of the way of. That's how you could tell that she was tired and her hands was down. It just, it was obvious. You feel me? Alicia was looking like a female EJ in that ring. Yeah. Yeah, she was throwing nice body shots, and she was throwing good uppercuts. You could tell Derek James got and that left hook moved Bo Shin whole body. Like Bo Shin was taking some punches. You feel me? She was taking some punches. Alicia wouldn't take the punches that she gave to Bo Shin. Yeah, Bo Shin, she was taking some serious punches. Any other girl the fight probably wouldn't have went the distance. But she was taking some stuff. And for real, it makes it more entertaining. Even when I watched Abdullah Mason and he got dropped, man, it makes me respect the fighter even more. So shout out to Alicia Baumgartner for the way she handled her being tired and the way she handled the rough and tough Bo Shin. She was throwing all types of punches. But you see how styles make fights. When Carolina Dubois fought, who was the last person she fought? Terry Harper, and she was saying she did a bad job against Terry Harper, and I did a better job and stuff like that. When you look at this fight, for real, Carolina did a better job versus Bo Shin than Alicia Baumgartner did. But what does it matter? You feel what I'm saying? Like, all of it just be noise. It just be talk. A lot of fighters aren't 100 every day that they step in the ring. It could have been a bad night for Caroline, but a great night for Terry Harper when they fought. But what I do know is that when Terry Harper fought Alicia Baumgartner, she was not as good as a fighter as she is now. Terry Harper was ass when she fought Alicia Baumgartner, in my honest opinion. She was not as good as she is now. And right now, she ain't a great fighter, but she wasn't as good as she is when she, now. When she fought Carolina Dubois, she was a better fighter, and you can see it. And she still dropped her. You feel what I'm saying? In my honest opinion, Carolina Dubois is going to have problems with somebody that has a gas tank and throws a lot of punches, and that's what Carolina Dubois is. So that could be her kryptonite. Real talk. Carolina Dubois is bigger than her. She's in a bigger weight class, and I think she's taller than her. She's naturally bigger than Carolina Dubois. Carolina Dubois is naturally bigger than Alicia Baumgartner. When they fight each other, if she fight Alicia Baumgartner in the way she fight everybody with a little bit more defense, keeping her hands up, because Alicia Baumgartner do got bombs. She can pop. She do got some pop on her. It'll be the hardest fight Alicia Baumgartner will have in her career, and she could possibly lose. As you could tell from this fight, that Bo Shin putting on the pressure was an issue for Alicia Baumgartner, in my honest opinion. It was an issue. Bo Ray Mi Shin, exactly. Shin could fight a man better than Carissa. Damn. Salute to you, Felix Nunez. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming in the building. Do you think Baumgartner gas tank would benefit by moving up? Yeah. It could. Because I learned by scientific fact and what do you call it? Conditioner? What do you call those? Strength and condition coaches and stuff. That after you cut weight, you need 2 weeks to recover. And when do fighters fight after they cut weight? You can anybody tell me? You. When do fighters actually fight after they cut weight? They all say you need 2 weeks to recover. You need 2 whole weeks to recover after cutting weight. We're not talking about you just working out and you losing whatever you're losing. These fighters cut a minimum of 20 pounds. I've been saying this for like a decade, bruh. These fighters cut like 20 pounds. When they cut this weight, you need 10 to 14 days to recover before you're 100, before you're 100. After these fighters cut weight, they fight in a day. They fight the next day. They have their weigh in, bro. All these fighters cut weight all the way up to the day they weigh in. Most of them, 90% of fighters, they cut weight all the way up to damn weigh-in day or the day before weigh-in. They're cutting weight. No, you can ask trainers, you can ask coaches, you can ask fighters. They wait to cut weight. They do not cut weight during training. They do not cut weight the month of the fight. They cut weight the week of the fight. They cut weight 5 days. They start cutting weight. If they need to cut it after all of their training, they still need to lose weight, lose 10, 15 pounds. They start that cut 5 to 7 days before it's time for them to weigh in. After that, they need 10 to 15 days, but they fight in a day or two. So, of course, anybody moving up, if you're serious and you really taking the sports there, you training, you running and stuff, anybody moving up, they win it should be better. It should. I think Dubois gets Alicia. No offense, no offense, Ashley. I know Alicia, your girl. No, Alicia ain't my girl. Alicia is not my girl. She's good. I don't have no I really don't have no real, no girl in body. I said, like, if you watch my 10 most exciting fighters, most exciting female fighters of boxing, I made a video about that. The girl Beatrice was the girl that I like to watch. She just got beat by this girl. I can't remember the girl name. She just got beat by the girl that I think Carolina Dubois should be calling out. That's in her weight class. Like, it's a lot of female fighters that I like, but Alicia Baumgartner, I wouldn't say that's my girl. But I agree. I already said that. I said that right before you came in, Felix. That Alicia, that Carolina Dubois could be a kryptonite for real. Real talk. An E-level fighter. That's crazy, yo. E-level is wild. But she's literally, I think she's just trying to get back under her skin because she came out calling Alicia Baumgartner a gimmick. Alicia Baumgartner didn't say it, do nothing. Or I don't even think met the girl for real. She just came out calling her a gimmick and being mad disrespectful. So what happens when one person gets under one's skin? You try to get under that person's skin back. So E-level fighter is wild. That's wild, though. That's wild, ridiculous. The next day or two. Exactly. They're not 100. Ain't none of these fighters 100. The closer you are to the fight weight, that the weight that you fight at, the better you're going to be off. That's why I said that, Tank Benn's the size that he is, you feel me, and fighting around it, like, bro, he's not cutting weight as much as everybody else. That's why he be laughing at people during weigh-ins. That's why he laughed in Frank Martin's face and was asking him if he needed some water. He was looking dehydrated as hell. He don't got to do all of that. He don't got to do it. When you move up, you don't got to do all of that. Supposedly, if you doing what you're supposed to be doing. I said Carolina beats her too. Yeah, man. Like, it's the reason why she's going so hard and saying all that shit. But I really think she just tired of people bringing her up. But like I said, I think Alicia Baumgartner deserves what she wants. I think she deserves a Katie Taylor fight, and she deserves a Amanda Serrano fight. Them two fought each other 3 times, and they mess around and retire without fighting nobody else for real. I would rather see both of them fight Alicia Baumgartner before they retire. And if she fights Carolina Dubois next, like, man, I don't know if she's going to get what she wants. You feel me? I don't know if she's going to get that. Risotto, she going to be nice. Did she fight? She fought on Friday, right? I can't remember which one she was. But I think, yeah, she fought on Friday. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the state of female boxing? She's actually lit. Yeah. really helped the resistance. What the Jab Queen say? The goofiest woman of all time? Yeah. 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 Pretty much, I guess. If you want to call it that, man. You want to say it like that, show. But let's talk about the things Carissa Shields said about the night. All right. Chris Shields said, remove my name from these girls' vocabulary, effing amateurs. I didn't see not even 10% of my skill tonight. Now, I want to say to that comment, she says something like that every time she attends a female fight. If it's not a girl that she's attending to watch, she's attending a fight to watch that she's friends with, when she goes to those MVP, when she used to go to MVP events and go watch these, she just went there and said the same thing. Like, I ain't see my skill tonight. These girls ain't nothing. Da 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 da. Christian Shields is starting to be Gary Russell Jr. to me. You need to grow up, for real. You're starting to sound like Gary Russell. Said, what the F is going on with Miss Six Pack always getting roughed up? Look like damn amateurs in there. Jake Paul mad as hell. She's right about Jake Paul being not mad, but I think Jake Paul was very concerned and probably disappointed. The disappointment, like I said, the disappointment was very loud Friday night. It was thick in the air. It was real thick. Jake Paul got mad quiet in the 8th round. Didn't say nothing else while he was commentating. Maybe he got up and left because I didn't hear him breathing on the mic during the 8th round to the rest of the fight. Real talk. I didn't hear none of that. She also said anyways, down to 160 I go. Now, man, regardless of the fact, this, you know what? This is a good time to bring this up. Only people that probably been listening to me talk is going to feel me, though. I said years ago, I can tell when somebody's really happy in life because they don't care about nothing. Christian Shields is freaking, like, she don't care about shit. Like, and it's crazy that all the stuff going around with her and Pap and people making fun of her, talking about her, bro. She's still content and likes this shit. This part of her personality, I'm convinced. Very convinced. She don't care. This is what I've been saying. Like, bro, if you really happy, you rich and all of that, like, nothing really bothers you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really bothers you. Carissa only displays that when it comes to hating. That's how I know that she really got a nasty ass personality. I'm not saying she's happy. I'm not going to say that part because she takes in a lot of scrutiny. The people that I was saying this about is people, you know, when it comes to Carissa Shields extends herself out there. She lets people know how nasty she can and will be without warning, without the shit happening. You know what I'm saying? Carissa Shields, man, the fact that she's seen that and had the little bit of beef that they had, this ain't nothing. They used to be friends. You feel me? Like, let me rewind. Shadeja Green and Carissa Shields used to be friends. I think they shared a room together in the Olympics or something. I don't know what they were doing. But they shared a room together or lived in the same house together. They were cool. Their friendship fell out because Shadeja Green needed money. Carissa Shields had cash. But being a grown woman, she didn't ask Carissa Shields for cash. Even though Carissa Shields seen that she needed money, knew she needed money, Carissa Shields asked to spar her to get ready for a fight. And her opponent asked to spar her to get ready for Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields didn't offer no money, but the person at her opponent was offering some cash. So she went, I think, over the pond to the UK, and I think this was for Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall paid her what she needed in her dire situation, and she got paid for it. Carissa Shields got mad because she didn't tell her that she was going over there to get paid by Savannah Marshall and get the money. So they ain't friends no more because of that. That don't grant, you know what I mean, the situation that you just seen in the ring, you being a fighter and been fighting all of your life, for you to come out and say something like that, that's a lot of hate in your blood. She got a lot of anger. She's not happy. She got a lot of anger with her. I used to say that when it came to Devin, because at the time when I said that, Devin wasn't saying shit. It was mostly that person church that he had in this corner. I think his uncle or whatever, and it was Bill. Devin didn't say much, and I was like, yo, if you really happy, you're not gonna really. It's nothing really that's gonna bother you. It's a lot of things that be saying or whatever. But now I know that, you know, all the things that was coming from Bill and stuff went through Devin. Like Devin already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I used to say that shit. When it come to Carissa be on some other fucking time, bro. Like it's a lot of for people. If you really wanted people to shut the fuck up and leave you alone and let you live your life, you wouldn't insert yourself in situations like this and then take the opposite road that other people are taking. You wouldn't purposely do the shit. She purposely does the shit. It says a lot to me about Carissa, yo. I know it's hard for me to understand what I'm thinking, but it says a lot to me about her to be talking like this, seeing what just happened, bro. Like, did y'all really have beef? Besides what happened, you feel me? Like, I know people that's still friends with each other that did worse to each other. Worse. That's what happened? So, I mean, and I'm going to tell you one, because I'm the youngest of 7 kids. When I was young and couldn't even get a job to have money, man, people flaunted money in front of my face knowing that I was fucking hungry. You understand what I'm saying? These are family members. So you can't, I can already see how it looked. She got bread and she see you starving. She see you need this and that and the third. But y'all friends and living in the same area, same freaking building. Yeah. You want me to come work for you for free, but your opponent want to pay me. I'm going to go work with your opponent. And no, I don't have to tell you. To be real for real. The similar things happen to me with my sister would say that she need my help with something. Don't offer me no money for my time, but she'll ask my other sister and offer her money. This is real life shit. Like, so I already know what it is. This shit happened to me in real life. This shit happened to me this fucking year. Actually, it happened to me in January. Like, real talk. People do stuff like that. The jealousy be there. It be in plain sight. Or the hatred. Or just you being a negative person or evil person and just, you know, she's struggling. You know what I'm saying? You know, me compared to her. Like, people do that. That's all I'm going to say. People do that. It's not that serious for you to take it there and she got carried off in a stretcher. If she got beat up and walked off on her own, if she got Rolly, you know what I mean? When Rolly got knocked out and walked out on her own and whatever, she got on the mic talking about Happy Easter. If fucking Green got on the mic like T.O. talking about I'm sorry for slavery, all right, talk about her. But she didn't say nothing. She could barely sit down and hold her neck up. They put her on a flat stretcher and carried her out the ring, and you over here talking madness. Carissa Shields also put eyes in that joint and was like, this is all on X. She put eyes and said, and this who y'all said was going to beat me, F out of here. Lonnie just KO'd Shadeja Green, and she put a lot of laughing emojis and stuff like that. Like, see, this right here is just, I'm just saying, it's just sometimes it just seems like you want people to talk about you. You want people to look at you in a bad way. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Layla Ali didn't fight Ann Wolf, and it seems like it's going to be the same with Bumgarner and Du Bois. Man, they need to get it. I think them both being on an MVP, they got to get it. You feel me? They got to get it. Sometimes it ain't what you say, but how you say it. Carissa wasn't wrong, but she was wrong. That's a fact. Like, I agree. Yeah, like it was a lot of disappointment and anger was in that room, you know, especially coming from Jake. But there's a couple things she said. I agree, Jay. Jason Williams, I agree. Shields went off. She did. Salute to you, Thrill Hill. Shields had every right to go off, Woe said. It was Christina Hammer. Okay, it was one of them. Yeah, yeah. Man, she whooped Christina Hammer, you know what, man. I called that shit like Houdini. I knew she was going to give her the beatbox. I knew she was going to give it to her. Green had just came out to Remy Ma. Did she? I missed that part. I missed her ring interest. If Carissa would have lost, they would have did the same thing. I don't know. I don't know if they would have talked about her like that if she would have lost the same way. If they would have carried Carissa out on the stretcher. The thing is, the people that Carissa be dissing, they don't be on the same level as her. They don't be doing that shit like that to her back on that level. They don't be doing. Shadeja Green wouldn't have talked about her if she would have went out on the stretcher for sure. Shadeja Green wouldn't have said nothing. Somebody, maybe some other people, but Shadeja Green, nah. That's not her character. Inserts herself in situations a lot. Yeah. Yeah. When has Green ever congratulated or defended Carissa? When they were friends. According to Carissa Shields, bruh, they was telling the story before she was. Like, they were saying Carissa Shields and Franchon, I don't know if you know but Carissa Shields and Franchon Cruz was friends with Shadeja Green. Franchon Cruz and Carissa Shields said their side of the story on why they don't like Shadeja Green no more and what happened. And then Shadeja Green, she said her part. Like, all three of them said their sides of the story. I'm just saying what they said. That's what they said. I'm a witness to that family ish too. Yeah, bro. It's terrible. Salute, Reef J. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Sometimes people want to keep you in a certain space so they can stand on you to keep you, to keep up the appearance that they're doing better. That is a fact. If that makes sense. It does make sense. That's exactly what's going on, Zach B. It makes perfect sense. Salute to you, Boxing and Barbecue. Hope all is well. Definitely appreciate you coming through today. Everybody hit the like button, please. I agree, Ashley. Carissa portrays happiness, but there's no way exactly it can be genuine if she's doing what she's doing. We all gotta find peace. Yes. Yeah, and if y'all get money, I'm just saying, like, just say y'all just stumbled upon 10 million and it's in your bank account. Would you choose violence every day? Every morning you just wake up and go to Twitter and choose violence every morning? And just want people to talk about what just insert your shit and just talk left about everything everybody else talking right about? Like, bro, who does that? It just says something about you, like, for real. Like, I'm just saying, man, you let me have it, but I'll be too busy. I'll be out the way, having fun, loving life, and just receiving positive everything. Positive everything. I would not be on social media trying to drum up mess and speaking negative. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. There's one more thing she tweeted. It says boo with thumbs down. That BTC suck. Jesus, yo. And y'all groupies know damn well all that ish she be popping. She's supposed to really know how to fight. Mediocre at best, average fighter. And the thing is y'all was friends. Like, she got a little better, but her style never really changed. So that's really how you felt for a long time. You feel me? That's how you felt for a very long time, pimpin'. Tell her how you really feel. You remember? But Franchon, like she said, Franchon's crew spit on her right before, like, the elevator closed and she couldn't do nothing about it. Like, bruh, man. And that's another thing. What did Franchon Cruz write? Did she tweet anything? She spit on Shadeja Green and fought her. Did she say anything? Did she get, you know what I'm saying? Did she was like, about green? No. No. All that shit make it just is it make a difference to me. You feel me? Like, yeah, all positivity. Salute to Tay Tay Brown, the real queen of MMA in the building. What is good with you, queen? Definitely appreciate you coming through. I knew a queen was gonna come up in here. I knew it. No, she didn't. Tweet nothing. Exactly. Exactly. Both of them had beef. And I think what happened in between Franchon Cruz, I don't remember what happened in between Franchon Cruz for real and Shadeja Green for them not to be friends. But whatever happened, she spit on Shadeja Green years before they actually got in the ring. She not rubbing in the loss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not called for because it's not like you're gonna fight her now, are you? If you definitely not gonna fight Shadeja Green now, so why talk trash? You feel me? It's not like she's not gonna be able to get hers off or nothing, or you. You're not gonna fight her now, not after the loss. Excuse me. So like, what's it for? Just to rub it in, right? Just to rub it in. If you was humble before, be humble afterwards. Yeah. Don't get a little something, then turn into a different person. Man. She got stages, bro. I feel like she turned into a different person 3 times. She was a totally different person when she started, but you're supposed to grow. She's young. She was young. Chris Shields was young when she, went pro. She didn't have the bread. You're supposed to grow up and be different. You get money. You get rich. You are different. You're going to be different. You're supposed to think different for real once you get the millions. You know what I'm saying? But she changed like 3 times for real. She changed like 3 times for real. It doesn't make any sense. That bag is it's messed up. Salute to you, 704 Joe in the building. What is good with you? Again, Carissa is dealing with childhood drama. They called her black and ugly, and everybody is the enemy. All the money, all the fame, all the sex cannot fix it. Man, I tell you, if that... Now, I know a lot about some childhood drama. Okay, drama? Yeah, I know a lot about that. But the thing is, it comes to time. I know money don't fix everything. But if you really was in, like, you got to think, and I don't know if y'all been listening to these other channels that be covering Carissa Shields that don't cover boxing. They cover entertainment. They cover celebrities. But if you listen to them, they did some deep dive digging and got every time she turned on the camera and started talking, they got the video and audio of that shit. It's a lot of footage I didn't see until I was watching those channels. Carissa Shields, no disrespect, I'll say what 2 Cent said. Shout out 2 Cent. She's a city girl. You understand me? She's a man whore. So if she black and ugly, god damn it, when is it, bro? She go from man to man and she's never not single out there. She's never single. She's never single though. You feel me? Like, bro, you remember when Tank called her ugly? And she was like, I'm all kinds of fine. And then she went live for like over an hour talking about Tank, nothing but Tank for like over an hour. And she was corn rolling this boy's head. She was sitting on the couch. He was sitting on the floor. And you can see him, you know what I'm saying? A little light-skinned dude, kind of light-skinned or whatever. And she was like corn rolling his hair or something, greasing, parting his scalp, something. I don't know. But the whole time she sat there during that live, she said, I was married. And she put up her hand and she had a ring on her hand. And you go back, just look at the dates, listen to what Pat Poose is saying, listen to what she's saying. Man, she was dating Pat Poose when she was engaged to him. Now what? She was dating Pat Poose when she was engaged to this nigga. Okay? When you listen to her family members, people that she knows, she always cheated on a motherfucker with another motherfucker. That's what people be talking about. Like, that's what they talk. They got evidence. Those channels that just started talking about her out, they got evidence. Evidence. She a man whore. If she's so black and ugly and her self-esteem for herself is high. Trust me. It's hard that she believes some of the stuff that's coming out of her mouth. And she probably don't believe it. But if you really had low self-esteem, you couldn't pull it off the way she's saying it. The way she said it, like she believed it. If you really think you ugly, you wouldn't do all. She put money into the way she looked. You feel me? She pride herself on the way she looks. And yeah, of course she don't think she's fine because she'll have fucking filters on and say no filter. That's you know what I mean? She's been lying about her looks. And she had a weave in her head and said it was her natural hair, but then forgot that she did a video showing how Ryan beat up Devin with a little ush bush and her hair was all over the place. Bro, your hair is 3 inches long, bro. That is not your real hair. That's a weave. She did that. She's been doing that for years. So of course she don't really love the way she looked, but she liked the way she looked. She liked it. She liked it. She put money in the way she looked. She hired a makeup artist to do her makeup and her hair damn near every time she needed done. She don't even do her own shit. You could tell. When she used to do her own stuff, she used to have so much edges. She used to have so many edges on her damn forehead. And the way she used to have them crunchy. You could tell. You see her style after she got money and she still started doing her own thing before she met Remy Ma. She don't got no style. None of that. None of that. That shit changed. She a totally different person now. That drama after that, what she said, she got the $8 million. Why not, Pat Pooch? You got a man, you got money, you got success. You've been talking down on everybody, bro. What's the drama? You shouldn't be feeling shit. When it comes to her family members, she said the reason why her family members are outing her is because she told her family members they're good. They will never have to do this and never have to do that. And she got rich and turned her back on her family. So her family's outing her. That's what's going on. Her brother's outing her. Her sister's outing her. It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on, pimping. You can't buy happiness. Yeah. I would love to find out. I think I can prove everybody wrong, though. The trauma is deep. Yeah. Mr. Sharp in the building. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, being called black and ugly sucks. It does. But words are words. Actions can speak louder. And if you're making fun of someone, you are insecure. Yeah, that's facts. But if you really hurt, if you're hurt really deep down inside about people talking about the way you look, then what you will never do is talk about someone else's looks. But she don't do that. She'll talk about somebody else's looks quick. She don't do that. That's a fact, Mr. Sharp. Like Carissa old enough to know that. Yeah. Carissa is just dysfunctional. Definitely appreciate you coming through 704 Joe. I used to think Pat was playing her, but she's actually pimping the shit out of Pat. He has nowhere to go and she knows it. But the thing is, you're right. That's the first half of it. But actually, he controls all of her bread. That's what people are saying. But you know what? Let me take that back. Because I heard, you know how he said that he's an executive for Win Records? I heard that he's just an artist and he's been lying. Because the person that's the real executive is the daughter of the person that owns Win Records. She raps, and every time she's on stage, he ad-libs for her. He hosts for her and shit like that. Bro, you don't seem like the executive. The daughter of the owner seems like the executive. She's a rapper. She makes music and da-da-da-da-da. Bruh, I don't know, man. They put out evidence of that. They went to the website and shit. I'm telling you, These people that be doing the celebrities and making videos about, they got a lot of subs, bruh. They be getting down on these social medias and they be digging. You hear me? Like the Tasha K's of people. I don't watch Tasha K, but everybody else like them, they be digging. They know stuff about this girl, and they know stuff about Pap. But I really think Pap is in a situation that Carissa needs her more than he needs her right now. Honestly, because she's all ready to come up. She already put money in his pocket when she did the deal with Ren Records. Supposedly, that's how it's supposedly working. She already, you know what I mean? She already helped him do this, that, and the third. Where she is already to come up and already helped him in so many ways. But the thing is, I think he don't really need her for real, for real. I think because for real, I think they've been saying that he got another girlfriend anyway. I don't think he really need her. I think she need him for this to keep the whole facade up. She like this shit, bro. And I don't even know how she can get out of it. Wish she's gonna come to the web one day and be like, me and Pap ain't together, and she go on Pap and Pap be the fault for everything, and he just take that line down. I don't see it. Even if they stop talking or whatever, she would have to keep it up. She got to keep it up. I don't think she will let it. She can't let it die. She got to keep it up. If y'all here, go to Vlad TV and listen to that interview. He finally put out the whole interview. I don't know what's wrong with Vlad, but he finally put out the whole interview. I ain't even have time to listen to it. It's like 2 hours long. He been putting out shorts and little videos of the interview for like a week, and he finally dropped the whole joint. I didn't listen to it, but listening to the shorts, Chris had been lying about every damn thing. He said, was there a ring or whatever, engagement ring? He was like, no, we just gave each other gifts, but there's no engagement ring. He was like, do y'all live together? Do you live with Carissa? He was like, absolutely not. I'm absolutely not. I was like, damn, why not? Why absolutely not? How come you just not saying no? I think it was like, absolutely not. I'm not living with her. You know, so bro, she been lying like shit, bro. She's not engaged to him. Pap is not upstairs. You feel me? When it comes to the whole situation, she need him. He don't, bro. He still be fucking with his wife, bro. He just put his wedding ring back on. If you courting a man, bro, that was courting. His wedding ring wasn't on his hand, but now it's back on his hand right after this Maserati Bud shit. I didn't even come here to talk about Pat and Carissa Shields. I didn't even come here for this. But I'm just saying, like, listen to one of them channels, but like really put it in the search engine and listen to one of them channels. Listen to one of them girls that you never seen before and they don't talk about. Listen to their channel. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked at some of the man. She went on this show and had a studio audience, bro. And she sat there and talked about when she on her period, she still be making sure Pap get off. Like, bro, you really sit and the host was a female. She was looking all like she had fucking cat clock eyes. Her eyes was going to the left and right. It was all big and stuff. She was like, and she said something to like throw her off of it to like change the subject. And she went right back to it and said something. I'm like, bruh, why are you on this lady show saying that you rock the mic, bro? What is going on? It's so much stuff that I've never seen, and they got footage of it. They got the footage. You hear me? She be wilding, bro. She's wilding. Chris is wilding. But all the stuff that she said was very unsensitive towards Shadeja Green. It was very uncalled for real. Yeah, Queen. I'm just saying you can be pretty and still be ugly. That's a fact because of a messed up attitude, but you can't be ugly with an ugly attitude. Okay, boxing and barbecue, yeah. Jason say, I don't like the scrutiny black women get about their looks. Then they go out and destroy their face and body with surgery. Don't I know it? There's a reason why I don't wear makeup and fake hair. I don't do that. Gotta be over the shit at some point in time. I haven't worn makeup in forever. I used to wear fake hair every now and then, but nah, it's been years. But don't I know it? It's a lot of scrutiny because it's when it comes to black women, you'll have any race of man liking and hating the same shit. So it's kind of hard to win. You feel me? Like you'll have all men saying that women should wear makeup regardless of whatever. You should wear makeup. Then you have a lot of men saying no, you should like your skin and be comfortable with not wearing it. You have a group of men saying, you know, how women look great with the different hairs and stuff, like different types of hair and fake hairs put in your hair, and that'd be the way to go. That's how a lot of men look at it. And you have another group of men that's like, no, you should always wear your own crown. You should just change up your styles if that's what you want, but never put fake hair in it, never make it straight, never dye it, never perm it. Like, it's so, you can never win with everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? People just do what they do to be happy, but it's a lot of scrutiny. It's a lot of scrutiny that a lot of people get, for real. But I think, just like Malcolm X said, black woman is the most unprotected woman in this world. 704 say no, Ashley. She doesn't feel beautiful. Attack. We all grew up with this person. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, believe it or not, I was that person. My family made fun of me because I had freckles. You feel me? I had freckles and nobody else in my family had freckles. So it was like I got picked on by my own siblings. Like I was that person. I was that person, 704 Joe. For real. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. I was that person. Hurt people is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. But I see why people say it though. Not necessarily some people that have trauma try to inflict that pain on others. That's a fact. You said Pap is not upstairs. No, he's not upstairs. You can't be engaged to a married man. That's ridiculous. Yo, that's what she was saying. She pulled up. There's footage. These people ain't just saying stuff because they don't like Carissa. They're showing footage of Carissa showing and saying stuff. She said it. She showed the ring. She went live eating food like she always do. She goes live on Snapchat. That's why people don't see it on YouTube or IG. She goes live on Snapchat. I never had Snapchat. I still don't have Snapchat. But they got it, and they be showing everything that she be saying. She said she's never not going to stop doing Snapchat because it pays her way. It pays her more than YouTube pays her. That's what she says out of her mouth. But this is, you know, she showed a ring, and she said, you know how big this ring is? Like, she was talking about Papoose. She was dating Papoose, talking about Papoose. Papoose was upstairs. Like, that was it. You can't be engaged to a married man. Yes, you can't. And that's what she's doing, though. That's what she claimed is going on. All right, let's move on from the ladies. Teofimo Lopez is he said he had an interview that I didn't listen to. I'm not giving him no play. Teo wants to type in his name and, you know, a lot of stuff come up. He want to be relevant. That's what the fuck Teo wants, man. I don't give people that try so hard what they want. I don't give it to them. I don't give it to them, bro. Trying too hard and you being disrespectful. But the interviewer was talking about something about fighters being undefeated or something like that. And the interviewer or the host or whatever you want to call him, he was like, you talking about the Floyd effect. And Teo was like, you mean the black effect? And that's what people are talking about. Him saying that it was the black effect. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can. Wow. Hold on. Yeah, okay. The interviewer said the Floyd effect is changing boxing, and Teo said, you mean the black effect? Now, the only way people listen to Teo, and report on Teo is when he say something stupid. And he know it. He know ain't nobody care about Tia. He know nobody cares about him, so that's why he'd be talking stupid. He says stupid stuff, all of that. You say stupid stuff because you know you're going to get the attention. T.O. can talk about anything under the sun. What will give T.O. the most attention? What will give most black people, most white people the most attention is talking about a black person. That's racism. And that's what he said. We need more racism in this bitch. That's what he says. Those are his words. People keep giving T.O. the benefit of the doubt, and it's starting to get very lame. It's starting to get very lame. To get all the Russell brothers gave him an out. It was lame as shit when they did it. Shakur gave him an out. It was lame as shit when he did it. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of this dude is racist. Stop saying that he's not racist and his father's racist. His father sat there and said he only says the N-word when he's angry. And you don't say it to white people, you don't say it to Spanish people, you only say it to black people makes you racist. Am I wrong? Is that not the definition of being racist? You say only the derogatory term when you're mad at that specific race? The fuck? There's nothing else you can say. All of these words in the English language, you can't find not even a Spanish word to say to dude. That's what you're gonna say. That's when it comes out. And I heard he been calling that stuff to fighters around this joint. That's why your son walking around here talking about Top Rank and keep the black fighters and talking about T.O. and Tank got D sucking lips and stuff like that's you. That is who you are shining. Your personality shining through your fucking son. That's what that is. I don't see why people are acting like it's anything but what it is. We're here to talk about fights and watch and be entertained and be watched. Watch the shit. This motherfucker out here being racist because he feel like his counterparts and peers are getting more attention than him. So he trying to catch up, but he don't know how. He don't know how. He don't know what to do. So he just come out and say racist stuff during interviews. And the people that keep giving him interviews, you see how it's dwindling? The big people that give everybody interviews, stop giving T.O. interviews. If y'all realize that, he be getting interviews by no-name people sometimes, little side interviews and shit. T.O. the hoe, Lopez. Enough's enough, bro. This is why I was mad and didn't want him to fight Ryan. He don't deserve he deserved to get in the back of the line. Yo, treat him like y'all are treating Brian Norman Jr. What the hell is going on? Don't Brian Norman Jr. got to go back and fight a nobody? Brian Norman Jr. is on the undercard of Keyshawn Davis, bruh. He's on his undercard right now. Why is it that everybody was cool with T.O. getting another shot and being a main event, probably pay-per-view fight with Ryan Garcia? Yeah, I got a problem with it. Yeah. Not now ain't the time. The fight is a good fight. But he don't deserve it right now. Why don't you go to the back of the line like all the brothers got to do when they lose? But Top Rank can keep the black fighters, black this and black that. And nobody got a problem with it. It's ridiculous. The fighters don't got a problem with it is what I'm saying. Fans got a problem with it. Of course we do. But the fighters don't got a problem with it. Of course, Ryan not going to have a problem with it. Ryan was just as racist too. Shit. Like, come on now. Ryan excused his shit from being under the influence. He was on some shit that made him talk all outside of his mouth. T.O. ain't apologized for a damn thing or explain why he said the stuff that he said. Nothing. You understand me? He said it, put some months in between it, come back out and talk about a fight. We just go on and talk about boxing, which we supposed to. Don't dwell on T.O.'s ass. Don't get this nigga no shine. Because that's all he wanted, some attention. He need to learn how to be relevant. Go out there and actually give us a good fight. How many years has it been since we've seen a real good fight out of T.O.? That Barbosa fight was boring as fuck to me, bro. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he did do good, but was the fight good? No. The fight was lackluster. Josh Taylor admitted that he was partying and shit like a fucking Saudi Arabian king. He was getting drunk as shit. He was probably snorting coke and just not admitting it. That motherfucker he been gone. He been should have retired. And what's happened since he fought Tio? See, people like talking about that win or well he did, you see what he did to Josh Taylor. What the fuck has Josh Taylor did since that fight? Please tell me. I'm not gonna look it up. Has Josh Taylor fought, and how many times has he fought since he got beat up by Tio? Like, what's really good? That's always mattered to me. You can say how good a fighter is, or this, that, and the third. If he didn't do shit after that fight, he ain't shit. Like, bro, he was over it. That's just like Regis and Conor that I'm gonna get to. Regis is over it. If he went in there and did the best performance against Regis, it wouldn't make a damn, because Regis was over it. Josh Taylor was over it. What about the Lomo fight? Hold on, wait. Let me get to this. Where the hell am I at? You think Teal just is straight racist, or he be playing it up for attention? I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think he's a straight racist, no, but I think he has hate for black men. I think he has hate for black men for something that happened in the past. I don't know, growing up and them always winning that shit and him not winning and it being clicks. That's what the truth came out when he was talking about Shakur. It was always a group full of black people that was good and they kept winning and I wasn't part of the clique. And then Bruce Carrington had to come out and say, "Nah, bro, it wasn't like that. We was all from the same area and we already knew each other, bro. You was from Florida." That's what he said. Like, bro, he got a lot of jealousy and envy with him. That's what I think. And because these people are black and his father's half racist, that's how it shows. That's what I think. Even if you're playing, if you say racist, you are still, aren't you still a racist? It all depends on what exactly you said, yo. But you shouldn't play around with racist terms. A lot of people think it's funny. It all depends on who you playing with, for real. Because shit, it's foster care people that grew up, boys that grew up, they were white, black kids, grew up together. Would he be necessarily racist for calling him the N-word? It all depends on if he said it out of anger. It all depends on how he said it. It all depends on if he said it and it was part of rap and he apologized after. It all depends. It all depends. Salute to you, Freedom March. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming through. These people are not too bright. Shaking my head, talk about it. Them niggas is goofy. Yeah, they're goofy. I can't believe anyone still cares about what Teal's talking about. He's a clown. He definitely is. Nigga Teal twerks on camera. I don't listen to that. He's garbage for real. It was all good when he was winning. Yeah, it was all good when he was winning, and when he stopped winning. And when he stopped getting attention, it was all racist stuff coming out. Not all racist, but he was saying enough for people to hold your feet to the fire. When the attention stopped and when he lost, basically after the Lomo fight, he changed. But after he lost versus Kambosos, the true T.O. came the hell out for real. They trashed Brian Norman Jr. They trashed him. It's the dude fighting on Keyshawn Davis undercard coming up is this next fight. But T.O. deserve a Ryan Garcia. That fight, if he fight Ryan Garcia, that's a main event fight. It's going to be on main event. He ain't going to be on nobody undercard. He don't deserve it. And he can't even, in my opinion, he can't beat Ryan Garcia. But he still don't deserve it, bro. He deserved to fight fight somebody, bro. Fight a name that's good. Like, let's see what you can do. T.O. can be a damn Conor McGregor, and we just don't even know it yet. Like, shit changes. Boxing is a what have you done for me lately sport. When he fought Josh Taylor, bro, that was years ago. I understand he looked good versus Barbosa. Barbosa didn't do shit, but look at him the whole fight. And he still didn't do nothing. He still didn't get him out of there and drop him because, like, it didn't happen. The old T.O. at 135, 135 is not the same at 140. And he moving up to 147. Let me see you fight a name at 147. You don't deserve shit. Real talk. Yeah, we on the corner, though. Salute to you, Thomas Hill. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Can I mod up Reef? I think it's the first time Reef been here. That's why you don't have one. You can't pay me to play like I'm, yeah. You shouldn't be able to pay people to play like they racist. Yeah, real talk. Well, maybe I'm racist then, because if a white guy calls me a nigga, I'm going off. That's fact. I mean, it's not the same though. It's not. We didn't do to them what they did to us. It's not the same. We didn't give them that name. We didn't give us that name. They gave it to us. It's not the same. And if a Hispanic guy says it depends on how black he is, I might come on him too. Real tip, I'm outnumbered. You crazy. I think it's more of a respect thing. It is. It all depends on what's going on. It really depends on the situation and how it's said. It really depends on that shit. Is you can't just say all of one type of person. You can't. It's just life's different for a lot of different people. I can say something a certain way, and the person right beside me that look just like me might think of it a totally different way. It all depends on the relationship that you have with that person, for real, I guess. But when it comes to strangers should never use those type of terms to a certain race, period. And everybody got their terms. Spanish people got theirs. Like, everybody has their terms. Salute, Mr. Sharp. But I ain't see him. I don't even see him on my phone to give him one. Thomas, I don't see him on my phone to give him one. But okay, yeah, let's talk about Conor Benn right now then. Screw it. Conor Benn signed a quotations, let me hit that, new fight deal. He signed a new fight deal for 5 fights, multi-fight deal for $15 million, bro. Eddie already knew what was up. That's why Eddie was mad. That's why he was distraught. That's why he was emotional. That's why he was acting like y'all had a personal relationship with each other, because you stopped being with Eddie and you went with the person that he despised. He hates Dana White, and you went over there for quotations 1 fight deal for $15 million. Eddie knew it was bullshit immediately. He was like, man, I've been promoting you forever. You ain't worth a damn. They are not giving you $15 million for 1 fight. I'm not trying to hear, Conor, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. Dana White, you and Dana is lying to me. Eddie was hurt because he could see through. He already seen behind the curtain. He could read through the skirt. He could see right through the skirt. He already knew what it was, bro. He knew that Dana White had Conor Benn. He knew that he infiltrated and he got his boy, because he had his boy lying to him. You got my boy lying to the public. I know he lying. Ain't he lying to me, saying it's a 1 fight deal for $15 million? And Dana White did that shit. Dana White went over there and, he had more money for he had more money than Eddie, you know what I'm saying? So Conor was choosing. Conor went over there and was like, you know what, we'll just let him off easy. And tell the old date that I had that, we just tell him this is just this one-time thing. We just gonna do this one time. This is one-time thing. That's my old boo. It's my old boo. And let's just tell him he's gonna do this for one time, But actually, we're gonna be with each other for a couple of years. Eddie already knew it. Eddie knew that he was being friend zoned, and they wasn't telling the truth. Eddie knew that he was being friend zoned, and while he was telling everybody in the world that it was just for 1 fight, it's not that big of a deal. I'm choosing my family. It was all lies. It was always a 5 fight deal. I'm not believing that shit. You mean to tell me he had 1 fight with Regis Prograis and it was a good time, so he signed a 5 fight deal for the same amount of money you told us that it was a 1 fight deal for? Get the fuck out of here, bro. It was always a 5 fight deal, because like Eddie knows, bro. Eddie like, you ain't worth shit. Ain't no way. You're not worth $15 million, bro. They got a new company coming out. They barely have divisions or fighters over there. Bro, this is cause he looking at it like, bro, if I was a promoter, I wouldn't give you $15 million for 3 fights, nigga. You trying to tell me that he trying Zuffa giving you A one fight deal, bro. He's just doing it to hurt me. He's just doing it to hurt me. You feel me? That's what he was, you know. He wasn't being real. You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie knew what it was. But when you look at it, who can Conor Benn be at 147? Now that he over there on Zuffa for 5 fights, the other person that's at 147 we know now is Bridson Hitchens. And did Shakur Stevenson sign the Zuffa? I'm hearing mixed stuff. If he signed the Zuffa, then it's him too. But it seemed like he don't want to, and he want to move down to 135. That's what Shakur want to do. I'm gonna talk about that later. Hold on. Conor Benn robbed the bank. Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did. He 15 million is for the deal. Like that's for the deal, the 5-fight deal. Salute to you, Lewis Hinton. That's the deal. The deal is 15 million for 5 fights. 1 fight, please. Exactly. It's a 5-fight deal, bro. You can't. So you mean to tell me after he fought Regis, he went back there and signed for 5 fights for the same amount of money? No, bro. It was always what it was, bro. Y'all was just telling people it was a 1-fight deal because y'all don't know who the 5 fights are gonna be. Y'all know who we gonna fight. Y'all barely got a roster over there at Zuffa, and it seemed like the next fight is gonna be Ryan Garcia. Bet, y'all. Bet. Because at least Conor Benn won his last fight. Teal coming off of a disturbing loss. The way he lost was easy as hell. You lost easy as shit. Like you practically lost to a 1-armed man, bro. He hit you with the same hand the whole damn fight, and had you leaking. Disturbing. You don't deserve no title fight. It's disturbing. But Conor Benn is trash. I'm about to pull up the. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the. Hold up. I'm gonna pull up BoxRec for 147 pounds real quick. Conor Benn had the most hairstyles. Is bruh is wilding on his hairstyles. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna tell you who the top 10 is at welterweight, y'all. And you let me know who Conor Benn beats. You feel me? You let me know who he beats. Hold on. Devin Haney's number 1. Conor Benn is number 2 welterweight. Liam Paro is number 3. Number 4 is Brian Norman Jr. Number 5 is Arnold Barbosa. Number 6, you know what? Arnold Barbosa probably beat Conor Benn speed. Number 6 is Jack Catterall. Number 7, Rohan Polanco. I can't wait to see Rohan Polanco fight again, 17-0 and ready to knock shit out at welterweight. Number 8, the guy that everybody seems to be scared of, Karen Kukadjian, and probably the best person to fight if you really want to make your name at yourself at 147. That's the best person to fight is Karen. Number 9 is Julian Rodriguez, and number 10 is Rolly. Where is Stanionis is ranked number 17, Lewis Crocker 16, Delonte Johnson, which is Tiger Johnson, is ranked 15. Ryan Garcia is ranked 12. Vadim Musav is 11, whoever that is, and some other crazy name person is number 13, and Rule Carell is 14. Man, I don't know who some of these people are. Of course, the crazy name people, I don't know who them people is. But out of this list, man, his best bet is staying over there in the UK and fighting Jack Catterall. But Jack Catterall probably styled on him, yo. Jack Catterall got a little slick defense. He probably styled on him for real. But Arnold Barbosa, Ben, if he just is slow and standing in front of you the way he did Tio, that Arnold Barbosa, that's probably his best bet at 147, man. He ranked number 2 high. And when he start losing, he better go down in ranking, man. I'm not playing. Y'all better act like y'all know. Because he can't beat nobody at 147. Not trying to hear that. You is not getting with it like that. You heard me. Eddie Hearn want to fight Dana White though. I remember I seen a little interview, and he was kind of serious. Yo, he was saying he been working out, he been training, he been sparring. He said, man, he won't fight on nobody undercard, but he won't fight Dana White. Yo, Dana White got some arms on him though. But he was like, in the beginning, he thought that it'd be too tough to fight. He said, but he watched Dana White spar, and he wasn't impressed, man. He said, man, he'll fight, he'll get with Dana White. That shit is hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious. Let's talk about Regis real quick though. Regis Prograis did an interview. I did not listen to the whole interview. I should have, but I've been busy. Regis Prograis said that he was scared to fight Conor Benn. He said he was scared of him. He was terrified. He said he did not want to fight. And seeing his showing on how he fought, and I remember him saying he said he got hit the hardest he's ever been hit by Conor Benn. And he stayed on his feet. It's ridiculous because his last fight with JoJo, he was clearly hurt throughout that fight. Way more. He was hurt more and hurt like almost every other round when he fought JoJo Diaz. When he fought Conor looked like he was hurt maybe twice. Maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't all of that. Like Regis. It says more about Regis more about Conor Benn being trash. You know what I'm saying? Regis had a heart of a champ that he used to be, and a fighter that he's been up for decades. You know what I'm saying? This is his last fight on the way out. And, he said I think he wrote a book about his boxing life and all of that shit. He's selling it on his IG. And, man, it's just like the showing that he showed, you wouldn't think that he was tired of fighting, you know what I mean? And he didn't want to fight and all of that. He really showed heart and really stuck in there and took Conor Benn's best shots for real. But Conor is not a good fighter. Like Conor Benn, Teal can be a Conor Benn. Like he just really hasn't fought nobody for real. Like put some people in front of and when you see Claggett was somebody that was like a no name, but man, he had Teal eyes looking like radishes after that fight. Like both his eyes was a pluck away from bleeding. Both his eyes was real bubbled. It was terrible. He was bleeding during that fight, actually. Man, it looked bad. You feel me? So it's like, if he really gets some names, like if he really matter of fact, let me go back to that list and think about Teal. Conor Benn, you got Devin. Devin beat Teal's ass. Fight, put Liam Perro in there. Put Liam Perro in there with Teal. Put Brian Norman Jr. in there with Teal. You feel me? Put Rohan Polanco in there with Teal. That's what I really want to see. Put Karen Kukadajian in there with Teal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do that. You know what I'm saying? Delonte Johnson. Put Tiger Johnson in there with Teal. Fight somebody before you get a main event fight for a title. That's all I'm saying. Make him fight somebody before you get another title fight. That's all this dude's been about, is getting chances and then crying that he's not getting the right amount of money and shit like that. You feel me? Like I'm over it. I'm over T.O.'s all the antics and all of that shit. Let me drop the link. All right, I dropped it just for a second because I'm finna get on up out of here in a little bit. Hold up. And then Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is my last topic. Oh, yeah, and then Brian Norman Jr. Let's talk about that real quick. Brian Norman Jr. said that EJ was looking on point. Those are the words that he used, I believe. Let me see. Where is it at? Salute, Ja. What is good with you?
What's good with you? Chilling for real. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get my daughter to say something to you. You know, you taking forever just to put that on. You still taking forever now. You doing extra stuff. All right, here you go. Put these on. They gonna see you on here. Look, say salute, Ashley.
Hey,
Look at the camera. You see yourself?
salute. How you doing?
Good.
You good? You watch boxing?
Mm,
So a little bit.
okay.
What's your favorite
Oh, what
sport?
you call?
Um, soccer. Volleyball.
Oh, I played volleyball in high school. Volleyball is fun.
Oh, you're an artist and you're a rock star.
I'm an artist and a
I'm
lot.
trying to tell them
Really?
what they want here. Tell them the truth.
Okay.
Really? Being an artist is hard. That's hard.
Um,
I can't do art at all.
All right, you getting nervous. You gotta get used to it.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
No, she good. She a
Yeah,
sweetheart.
it's great.
She grew up with me boxing when I was still boxing. Her little tail can't fight though. I don't want her boxing though.
Yeah. She gotta learn. She gotta be able to defend herself. But you don't wear boxes, all good. That's all good.
Nah,
It's a lot of.
she natural. She got some pop, and
Mm.
she got it in her natural. But ain't nobody want her to fight though. I just wanted to say salute on there. Maybe you could chop that up for your show or something. I
Yeah.
wanted to speak on the boxing too, like, 'cause this is a women's time right now. I don't care about Conor, Benn, and all that, man. It's phony for real. I feel like Alicia she is about that mess though, but she a hater for real. Like she turned her pretty face ugly like that. Like hating on Clarissa just 'cause it's trending, that don't give you no cool point. That like picking on a special ed kid or something. Like, that's all she doing with that.
You
I don't
said
get
she's
enough.
hating on Carissa.
Yeah, for sure.
I
You gotta
haven't
give
been.
Clarissa.
I
Like,
haven't
you
been
can't
paying
say
much attention. Let me know what she said.
all I see her saying is this Clarissa not like she don't deserve the credit that people be giving.
Oh, she
And
said
she
that.
do. That's all she ever be saying.
See, I don't be listening to the cattiness back and forth, and I'll be busy. I watch the headlines and I get information on that. Talk about that on the show. But I don't be listening to all the cat stuff that be going. Carissa Shields is a hot topic right now, so everybody's talking about the things she's saying. That's why I catch it. But I
Yeah,
don't catch all the stuff that Alicia be saying.
it's like picking on a special ed kid. It ain't a whole bunch of stuff that I seen. I just seen enough. It only take like two, three clips. Like, and then it just like women set the example for classiness, especially black women.
Yeah.
Like, and they gonna be out here hating, then everybody gonna be hating. Like, it's annoying for real. And then like talking about Carolina the boys, I feel like Alicia beat her though, but that be her toughest fight in her
Yes, it'll be a
career.
tough fight. That's what people are saying. Regardless of win, lose, or draw, if you lose to a good fighter, especially you going up in weight, Carolina Duval bigger than her. You feel me? Like going up in weight, you
Yeah.
gotta respect it. And she's the longest reigning women champion right now. Alicia Baumgartner is one of them titles she's had for almost 5 years. So it's not like you gotta respect her and what she's been doing. But at the same time, it's like yo, you going too hard on Carolina because we know it'll be a hard fight for you. Probably your
You
hardest fight.
making
So
yourself look
don't
phony
tell like
now.
she ain't nothing, you know.
Give him
But
that back. What you doing? You still using it. No, I say she making herself look phony, like, cause she brought Bomi Ray down, like that wasn't, and they was trying to act like that was her natural weight class. Like, nah, she better at 135. And I feel like Bomi Ray could have won that. She was just stupidly getting hit. Like the way she was getting hit was just stupid. Like and Alicia was the better fighter for sure. It just like
yeah.
Bomi Ray was putting them hands on her, and
She a
then I
good
was
fighter. I like her. I like her
yeah,
shooting last on Friday. She
Her and
did good.
Dubois was a great fight too. So you can't talk. Alicia talk about at the post conference like, oh, it was a unanimous decision for me or a majority decision. Whatever she said was like, oh my God, that was
Mhm.
pathetic. Like, go ahead and fight Carolina, y'all, and move up. Like, stop playing. Like, I don't mind if she moved Carolina down, though. She should be the A side. And
Yeah.
then they fight in 3 minute, 12, 3 minute rounds. That's what's up.
If
Like,
she wanted to fight, that's what she would have said. She'd have been like, if you really want to fight me, come down and wait. But she don't want to fight. She don't want that shit. She want what she
she's
want first.
scared.
I get it. Because if she lose to Carolina Dubois, which is likely, if she lose to Carolina Dubois, then she not gonna get what she been wanting her for the rest of her career, like the end of her career. I mean, and that's Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. That fight ain't gonna be as lucrative if she lose to Carolina Dubois. Because
It
Carolina,
would, though. It's women's
they're in
boxing,
the same
though.
weight class though. She's not, but they are. Carolina Dubois, Katie Taylor, and all of them. They're in the same weight class. Baumgartner is the one that need to move up to that weight class. She's calling out people that's in the same weight class as Carolina Dubois. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's why people are looking at it like, bruh. But this, you could tell from this fight with Bo Shin, right? That pressure could bust Alicia Baumgartner pipes, man. Pressure.
Yeah.
And
She trying
Carolina throw a
still.
lot of punches, man. She throw a lot of punches.
I see her trying still what she can. Like she trying to be the quote. Carissa got it. It's a wrap. Like you're not getting that. Here. Like, cause if she do what she plan on do with her career and the names on her resume, then you would have phony people capping for her. Like she the GOAT, but she not. Clarissa is, and she didn't brought all this attention to women's boxing, and nobody calling Clarissa out really think they gonna beat her. Like, cut it out.
Yeah,
Like that. That's what whatever Clarissa do, and people will say like I don't got no issue with that. But when it come to boxing, when they talking about fighting her and whatever they saying about her as a boxer, they
yeah,
phony. She the best, and
yeah,
nobody beating her. And then Shadeja, she got what she deserved. Like she not in shape. She need to get in real shape. She'll probably be like 147 or something.
Who? Who?
Shadeja Green.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking. I
She
was
not.
talking
She
about her
ain't.
shape
She
earlier.
been
She
not in
looks
shape.
two
She
cents
got in better
boxing.
shape last fight though.
What is
Like
good
she
for 2
definitely.
cents? What's popping, Queen?
She definitely keep getting in better shape. I like that, but she's not in like her prime shape. I
Man,
think she got a lot more to
I
like.
don't
I
see
would
her
love to
getting in the
see
better
her.
shape though. I don't see it. Like she got over 16 fights. Like, bro, she should be in better shape now. Like she don't have her legs ain't too skinny where she can't get them bigger. I just don't think she worked that shit out. I really don't think she work out certain parts of her body the way that she should. It seems like if your power is all there, you should your win should be what your win should be up before anything. First of all, like even if I started boxing today and I wanted to box, they would work on getting me in good shape before they would work on my technique. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
it seems like it was the other way around when it came to her. And you can
yeah,
tell a lot of boxers admit that they don't do certain workouts because they don't like doing it. Bro, you need to get over that stuff and get your win up. This is, man,
yeah.
it
She
just
got
didn't look
something
right.
special about her that I like, but I know she not in no real like in her true shape. So I'd be like not even worried about it. Like you ain't even taking it serious. You just naturally gifted.
Yeah.
Like Alicia though, she really be in shape. She alright for real, but she be in top tier shape. Like, but
Yeah.
she kind of like a dodo bird as a fighter. Like for real,
Alicia
she
and
don't got her
Alicia's shape
defense.
changed. Her stuff get firmer or bigger or whatnot. It always supposed to get better. You understand? Like fight after fight is supposed to get better. It kind of stayed the same with Green. Like she just stopped doing. Like and that's what I said earlier. Like usually, if somebody that's really talented that's getting by, like especially if they feel like their next challenge is a real challenge and they're nervous about it, if they slack in training and they go out and wipe that challenge out, they're going to slack probably for the rest of their damn career until they get
Yeah,
beat the hell up because they've been easing by the whole time. Shit, Earl said it in so many ways. That's why
Yeah.
people said that he was drinking and stuff like that, because he was beating the ass regardless. And that's why after he had his car accident, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not 100, but I'm still good enough to be something." That mentality don't leave after you've already put on a show and you didn't do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So if she's not doing the work and training, but she go out there and getting stoppages, she gonna keep not doing the work. Same thing with Keyshawn. I see it with fighters all over the place. Keyshawn Davis was doing this and doing that. Man, he was slacking. He started smoking weed or taking gummies before the damn fight. He was high during the damn fight. That's why he doing a rematch with Albright.
I
But
seen him. He changed though in his
yeah,
last fight.
yeah,
You could
because
tell he changed that.
he hit I'm not even gonna say rock bottom, but the shit hit the fan when that
Yeah.
night came with Albright, and he did that shit hit the damn fan. And
Yeah.
he
He
had to
got
come out and
embarrassed
say that he
into
was
that.
drinking. He had to come out and say that he was, bro, you turned professional, you getting out of a situation, and now you are potentially going to 5 figures to 6 figures, you're making 6 figures, about to make millions. Why the hell is you starting to drink? Why are you starting to why are you continually doing this stuff? Like, this stuff should change when you get on a certain type of level. But if it doesn't, you're gonna keep doing that shit until something bad happened to you or you take a loss. Like, I see it with fighters all over the place. It seems like Deja just need to, you know what I'm saying, she need to make a decision on if she wants to really take the sacrifice and get down in weight like she's supposed to, because she can lose more weight and get down in weight, not move down, but get down in weight, and then just do strength training to fill it back in.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? You can do that.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Something like that. Like, cause she got that power and she's special. She just, you could tell she just lazy. Like, I'm
Yeah.
nice already. I don't, she used to hoop, like that hooper mentality. Like, I'm gonna get the bucket regardless. I ain't gotta try so hard. Like, she just like that. Like, and
A
she
lot of
got a little
people.
ass stopped in her last fight doing that. Talking all big. Carissa would have damn near killed her.
Hmm.
She don't not want to fight Clarissa right now.
Carissa
Clarissa
don't
would
be
have.
winded. That's the one thing. And even Alicia Baumgarten was winded. But I don't have Carissa fought a 3 round fight yet. I mean, 3 minute round fight
Man,
yet.
if you let Clarissa fight a three,
But has she?
like
I'm asking for real. Has she?
I don't know if she did like
I
one
don't know.
or
I don't
two.
know if she
I
did
don't,
it yet.
but like she first of all, Clarissa don't fight like that. Like she not the one punch knockout person. She accumulation. She just tear your ass up the whole fight. Like just beating you up. She very busy the whole fight and she big. Like to be a woman and then just to be a fighter, period. 2 minutes or 3 minutes and be as active as Clarissa and then dominating
I
for
would like
10,
to see it.
12 rounds. That's amazing what she be doing. If
I would
she
like to
fights
see it.
Shadeja, she'd damn near kill
She not gonna
Shadeja,
fight her.
y'all.
She not gonna fight her now because of what just happened. Shit. She not. She shouldn't fight her now
Clarissa
after what
would.
just
I feel
happened.
like she'll fight anybody.
No, but I'm saying she shouldn't. Like, she wasn't even caring to fight Green before this happened. But now she get pulled off on a stretcher, and now you down the fighter. That don't even look right. So she's not
She
gonna.
did
She's not
fight
gonna fight
old
her.
girl that just beat her though, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
old girl was
Yeah.
talking about she made an excuse that she was starstruck, so she could get her ass whipped worse this time because she was running from Clarissa.
Wow.
And then they was trying to get her credit for that and downplay Clarissa like she was running the whole damn fight. And she talk about her reason why she lost because she was starstruck. Like, okay, do it again, get your ass whipped worse. Don't run this time. Fight her like you just fought Shadeja and then get your ass stopped, and then hopefully Shadeja recover, and then get her ass stopped next. They need to learn a lesson. Like they could talk all they want outside the ring, but like Clarissa about that mess inside the ring,
Hmm.
and they know that they need to pay that respect. They ain't getting no paydays right now without Clarissa. Like Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano and them, they be getting their paydays regardless.
Yeah.
Alicia and Shadeja and them ain't getting no real paydays without Clarissa putting them on her back.
Yeah. I think that's
I
why
don't
she wants
respect
that
people who
fight.
be doing that.
That's why she want to fight one of them. That's why Alicia Baumgartner want to fight one of them. I think it'll be a big fight, and it'll be big money. Salute to you, Tyler
Yeah,
Cunningham in the building. What is good with you?
she not no A side to Amanda Serrano though,
Of
and
course not.
Katie Taylor either. But like she breaking her name up, but they old. You need to come up and wait and stop being
Salute
bring the
Tom.
boss down first. Win, lose or draw. It's women's boxing. Y'all some of the best in that 130, 135, the most talent. It don't matter if you win, lose, or draw. The fight still gonna make dumb money. They gonna promote it and then fight Katie Taylor and Amanda.
What's good,
Hurry up
Thomas
too,
Hill?
cause Katie Taylor, she need to be retired. They both could retire right now. They would live in legends, especially Amanda Serrano.
Yeah, that's why she trying to get him in the ring before they retire. Salute to you, Thomas.
Hey, shout out to the queen. Shout out to the first lady, the in these here YouTube streets. Ashley's Corner, Carolina up in this bit. Shout out to my man, the national treasure, aka the nephew, Jared
Shout
ID,
out.
the heavyweight champ. And yeah, what we cooking on?
Yeah, we cooking on this whole the women's boxing is what we talking about. And I heard that she was speaking and she was doing fine. Talib Cunningham. She days is good. She's all right. She's not like in a bad shape or nothing. She's okay. She was in bad
So
shape at the time, but after going to that, they said that they took her back to the dressing room, and it seemed like everything was okay. And they had to do further stuff, so they took her to the hospital. Or whatever. She was all right.
so what actually happened? Did she get concussed from a punch or what?
They don't really know. Salute to you, 2 cents in the building. What is good with you, Queen?
What's
Hey,
up,
shout
y'all?
My bro,
Ash, I be on too late. You be on too early.
Yo, I listen. And I wanted to when I after seeing what you said, I had to think because I always think, I say things sometimes before I think about it out fully. But I already know what it is, Queen. Like when it comes to us, God, no offense to none of the men, but when it comes to the women, we really gotta pick our time where we have to like wait and wait and wait and wait
Yes.
and wait and wait and wait and wait. And then when we have time, we got to just hurry up and go live. We don't have this.
Yep.
It just feels like it's different for the men. That's why the men go live all the time or whatever.
Right.
You have more time than the women. So I
Yeah.
understand and I already know when you said that I do it when I have time. I'm like, yo, I already know, Queen. That's why I only go live on Saturday, Sunday.
Y'all
I
listen.
already know what it is, yo. And I get up at 4 in the morning and every day for work, and sometimes after work 7 days a week. So when I'm off from work, I'm still up early in the morning. You feel me? And I always
Yeah.
knocked out at like 8:30. You feel me? Like it's I be wanting to be on the show. That's why I said that shit. And I can't hang, man. I'll be asleep though. But if I don't
No,
go
I feel
live
you.
on Saturday, on Sunday morning, I feel like that's like the only time that I have to go live.
No, I feel you. I feel you because as women, we got a different level of responsibility than the men.
Yes,
So, as a
yes.
woman trying to run a business and do things, it's a lot. It's a lot. You definitely got to be organized. But I want to come up here real quick. Actually, I'm probably gonna piss a couple people off, man. I'm about to piss people off. Um, I don't think it's fair how everybody doing Clarissa right now. Um, Rick Timms, you know Rick Timms, Ashley. I don't know if you know Rick Timms, but
Yeah, I
Rick
know who it
Timms,
is.
he came on my live and he was telling the story about how he was in a chat during the fight. And he was saying after Shadeja lost, he was like laughing, like she got stopped and da 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 da. But he was saying he was laughing because of all the fans and how everybody was like Clarissa ducking Shadeja, all of that stuff, and Shadeja could beat him. But he said everybody started jumping on his head and was making it seem like he was laughing at her going out on a stretcher. And he was like, I wasn't laughing at her going out on the stretcher. I'm laughing at the fact that y'all thought Shadeja could beat Clarissa. And honestly, I don't think that Clarissa, who's been fighting and boxing all of her life, she know the dangers. I get it. She a scumbag. She do this, she do that. People don't like her. But I honestly believe that she respects the sport enough not to laugh at somebody that's leaving a fight on a stretcher. Like, I get it. She a bad, y'all don't like her, but y'all got to give her a little bit more credit than that. Like, come on. She's been doing this her whole life. Y'all really think that she would laugh at somebody leaving a fight on a stretcher? I just think that's a reach, in my opinion. I honestly,
I think she was laughing at the critics that was talking, that be bothering her about the fight.
right.
But it just didn't look right because of the timing. That's
Correct.
what it is. But she wasn't. It wasn't. I don't think she didn't act. She didn't act green once. She's talking to the people that talk to her.
Ashley, why nobody else can see it from their perspective?
Wait. Who nobody else though, Jay? You
It's
Are you
think?
serious? Thomas, you know I had people coming at me all day talking about
I
how I'm
know.
defending her and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, why this woman, this is her life. Like, why do y'all think she would laugh at somebody leaving a fight on a stretcher? And then when I played the video that she did, she was like I'm not like, I wouldn't do that. She was like, I hope she okay, prayers up, this and that. Like, this is her profession. She knows how dangerous it can be. She know people get hurt. Like, why would y'all think she would laugh at somebody leaving on the stretcher? Some of the things that y'all are putting on Clarissa is not fair, in my opinion. And y'all taking everything she's saying and she doing, even if other people are saying and doing, like Baumgartner was talking shit all week. Nobody had no problem with her popping her shit.
She sounded
And I
like
don't have a problem
Glorilla.
with her popping her shit. The boys pop her shit. She talk her shit. Nobody say nothing about it. Clarissa do anything. It's 1,000 videos about how horrible of a person she is. And it's like, it's too many attacks on her personal life and her personally. It's getting too personal with her. That's my issue that I'm having.
And
It's
by
getting too
men too.
personal.
That's the coldest part about it. It's men attacking
And it's
her.
men.
I don't understand that.
Yoda Wise Crushes in the building. What is good with you?
But I just want to get my 2 cents. I want to get your 2 cents on that, Ashley, because I'm just like, man, am I tripping? Is it something that I'm missing?
It's just the timing, Queen. People are talking about it because of the timing. You know what I'm saying? You know how people like drama more than positivity. So people are going to jump on the negative things that's being said. And on top of that, Carissa Shields.
I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
But if you talking about Carissa Shields, you probably get mad views. So that's what it is. What you got, Yoda? What's popping, Crush?
Hey, before I get started real quick, happy smooth Sunday to every damn body, chat, panel, and everybody else, the haters, you know, the nosebleed areas and all that. Well, let me say this. What's actually going on, y'all? Everybody's doing too damn much. You really can't just point the finger at one person. They all doing too damn much right now. They all guilty. No matter which side you on, when you really pull the layers back and read the room, they all doing too much. Too much clout chasing, too much this, too much of that, too much disrespect. Like, it's just too much. They all doing too much right now. I'm ready to give everybody an Oscar.
Salute Jab Queen Boxing in the building. What is good with you, Queen?
Because they all tripping right now. Yes, they all tripping. Your favorite chocolate girl, your favorite PYT, your favorite sex symbol of boxing, and this, that, and the other. The strongest girl in the sport and all this. They all doing too much right now, respectfully. I don't take up for no damn body. I'm going to call left or right. Whenever the ball goes left, I'm calling it. Whenever the ball goes right, I'm calling it. I'm not taking up for no one. And y'all doing too damn much. It's making my boxing hemorrhoids flare up. They all need to calm down. There ain't nobody getting in the ring throwing down. Shut up. Mind your damn business. And then talk about your business when you're getting busy. Taking care of business inside the ring. All this and all that. This, I'm tired of this false, fake, fraudulent advertising by all these MFers. They all divas, male and goddamn female. But the female's supposed to be that. I don't give a damn. I'm tired of all the damn capping because ain't nobody doing nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing but saying, well, you know, get your weight up. Put more skin in the game. Get your money up. Now you ain't worth this. You wasn't never worth it. This, that, and I'm tired of it. If you didn't prove that person wasn't worth it, don't speak about it when somebody else does it. That goes for every last one of them, male and female. I don't give a damn. This is total nonsense what's going on with the energy in the sport of women boxing right now. We already know what's going on with the men. I'm talking about the women. It's all cute and all that, but on some real ish, y'all, They all doing too damn much, and that's all I got.
Shout out Crush the Legend in the building. But no, Crush, I think it's good for the women's sport. Like, look at all this traction the women getting. They making videos. They anticipating fights. They calling people ducks because this fight. See, this is the thing, right? It's fights the people want to see that they calling for. You feel what I'm saying? And it's casuals. Like, the women's sport of boxing is blowing up right now. Like, I love it. I love it. I can make a video about women's boxing, get 100 views, get hundreds of views on it, you thousands of views on it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, Chris. I get your opinion as a fan, but I'm just saying, like, looking overall, especially as a content creator, as a fan of women's boxing, like, I'm really enjoying the space that women's boxing is right now. You got antagonists, you got protagonists, you got fighters people love to hate. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got fighters that people really enjoy, that they like to follow. They think Alicia is beautiful. Like, whatever the case may be, they're getting a lot of attention, whether it's good or negative. You know, they say any publicity is good publicity, so to speak. But I get it coming from like a fan level, a personal level. It's like, man, y'all just getting ring, shut all that shit up. I don't want to hear all that. I understand that perspective also.
I agree with that. I agree with what she's saying, 2 cents. And only thing that for me is like, when it comes to women, especially black women, you gotta set the standard for being classy. All that hating and all
let me stop you right there.
Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying, and then you say after I'm done. Like, as far as women, especially black women, and ain't no changing my mind on that. You gotta set the standard for being classy. Or anything else is like a clown show to me. And you can still get your publicity that way as well.
Yeah, I don't agree.
All right, Jay.
I don't agree with that. I don't think that any black woman has to be anything.
I don't think it should be all put on our shoulders. I understand from the outside looking in, as far as society and other races, they look at us as a certain type of
Man, I ain't even say that it gotta be put on somebody's shoulders. That's putting words into my statement. I'm talking about doing what's right. That's all I'm talking about. Don't go somewhere else to talk about something put on somebody's shoulders. If you a woman, especially if you black, let's be classy. Is that better than being a clown? All right, that's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else.
All of us should be classy. It doesn't matter race.
Yeah, all of us. Especially, but if you're going to say women and you're going to specify women and then you're going to specify black women, then we talking about that right now. Classy is better than anything else. And that's all I'm talking about. Nothing else about shoulders, all this extra stuff that I'm not even saying.
I mean, I feel you. I hear your perspective, and I definitely can understand that. But I've always been one of the perspective. I just accept people for who they are. I don't try to say a person should be a certain, because there may be people that think I should be a certain way. And I'm gonna tell you now, I ain't gonna rock with it. I don't give a fuck what you think or how you feel that I should be. If I'm a certain way and you don't like it, then don't rock with me. It's just that simple. And I'm not a one that believe that.
Is it better to be classy or not?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about nothing else.
No, I'm telling you, I agree with you.
Anything else is washing away the main point. It ain't no perspective. If you agree, that's all you agree. It's better to be classy, right? Because that's all I'm talking about. All right, that's it. Anything else is misunderstood that I said.
No, I'm not saying what I'm giving my opinion.
That don't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I just want to make that clear.
I'm not talking about what you're talking about, bro.
Exactly. That's why I want to make clear. That's completely separate.
That's clear. That's clear. I understand your opinion. Now I'm giving mine. Is that okay? I'm not taking away from nothing you saying. All I'm saying is having an expectation of somebody to be a certain way. I'm not, if they were that way, that's great, excellent. But if they're not that way, I don't think that they should constantly be criticized and ridiculed because they're not the way that you feel that's best. That's all I'm trying to say. And it's a lot of people that's putting that on Clarissa right now because she's not classy and she's not a certain way, that she's just the worst person in the world, when the men don't have that kind of pressure. I ain't never heard one.
Nah, I feel like you saying that you're not relating this opinion to mine. It's you just said it was something separate. And now you talking about classy and you talking about Clarissa when I've stated that in the first place. They need to put some respect on Clarissa's name. Separate this opinion completely from mine. This a piggyback off of what I'm saying. I don't want that next to whatever I'm saying. It's not even the same topic.
That's why I said I'm
That's
saying
all
something
I'm saying.
completely
I don't
different.
want, yeah, it don't got nothing to do with my stuff though, but you using a lot of stuff that I'm saying when I first hopped on here and using it into your opinion, washing
Bro,
it
I
into
wasn't
your
even on here when
opinion.
you first hopped up on. Bro,
Yeah,
let me
I think
talk,
you
bro.
too.
Let me
And
talk.
it don't even matter. It don't matter what you talking about. It's
Yeah,
nonsense.
let her rock.
All of
She
that is messiness.
And
That's
that's
all
your
it
opinion, bro.
is.
Can I finish? Okay,
I just
you keep.
don't want if it's separate from mine, keep it completely separate. I'm letting you know. I came up on here, you talking about you using classy and stuff. I'm saying the way people treating Clarissa not classy. I feel like you definitely was watching and you
Oh,
pretending like you not because
Actually,
you just try to use my
she's a
opinion
fan
and
of
then you try
Clarissa.
to
bro,
use
you
it as your
bro,
She's a
bro.
fan
I'm
of
just
Clarissa
speaking.
too.
I'm just speaking. I'm letting her know
But
what
it's
it is for real. I feel like
bro,
you
it's my
definitely
turn.
was watching because you used my opinion and then you tried to use it as your own.
Josh, she
Are
just
you
giving her
serious?
take, bro. She that's all she doing is giving her take.
I ain't with none of that messy stuff. I want it
What are you
separate from
talking
mine.
about, bro?
Cause
All
when I'm
right,
saying
Bro,
it's over,
something, I'm
bro.
saying something for real. Not just all publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. Bad
oh,
publicity
and
is
that's your
bad
opinion, bro, and
publicity.
that's fine, bro.
Bad
Listen,
publicity
listen,
is bad
bro. You gonna let me
publicity.
talk? You gonna
Good
let me talk?
publicity
You
is
gonna let me
good
talk?
publicity.
You gonna let
Go
me talk?
ahead. Go
You gonna let
ahead.
me talk? You gonna let me talk? Because the point that I'm making, and no, I wasn't on here, and I'm gonna say what I want to say, and if it sounds like something you said, then it just sounds like something you said. But the point that I was trying to make was they don't put this same standard on the men. They don't say, oh, he need to be a gentleman, oh, he need to do this, and oh, he need to. They don't put that same standard on the men. So I don't understand why they want to put certain fighters in a box and make them act and be the way they want them to be. They kind of do the same thing to Tank. Oh, he shouldn't be doing this, he shouldn't be going here, he shouldn't be doing it. Like, why do y'all want to tell people what they should and should not be doing? Like, this is boxing. Let's just focus on the ring, what they got going on. If you have an opinion on something they doing outside the ring, that's cool. Give your opinion and let's keep it moving. That's it. That's all we got to do. Is no focus on Clarissa Shields and what she's doing inside the ring. And another thing that I realized, Ashley, is a lot of these new Clarissa Shields fans or haters or whatever you want to call them, they haven't been following her for very long. Because if they were following her, they would stop saying that she ain't fought nobody. They would stop saying that. They don't really understand the landscape of the women's boxing. They don't know. They just hopping on, watching videos and repeating shit. And then her name do numbers, so you know how that's gonna go, Ashley. People attracted to the negativity, but that's just I just want to give my 2 cents about that real
Yeah,
quick.
I got you. I got you. Salute to Seafood in the building. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. And that's too much. I don't want to have all that back and forth on the channel or whatever. So
Nah, yeah.
put that down. That's too much. It's too much, man. I'm
Hey,
just gonna let that go and let that
yeah,
stay
let
where
it
it's
go,
at, bro.
Ash.
I can't even
Before
let
you,
you come back up here today. It's too much going on.
right, Ash, before you let it go, great points, 2 cents. I agree with everybody was saying, just the energies is different, but it is what it is. We either going to accept it or not. So let's just move on. But like you said, Ash, it's good for women's boxing. I like it. But you know me, hey, too much microphone action. Get in that damn ring. Y'all know
So
how I get down. I
this
love
the
it.
pro-
I love it, and I'm glad that women boxing is turning up some more, and they're getting new fans over there. It's good to see some casuals over there too. You know what I mean? Because it's only diehards over there, so I love it for them. So I just think they all sometimes just need to calm down a little bit. That's all of them, just a little bit. But it's entertaining. But I want to see more action in the ring than on a microphone. That's it.
so
Let's move on, Ash.
so for me, I think the only problem I have with it is that people don't have the same energy for everyone. Like what Clarissa did to Baumgartner is very much in the same vein what Baumgartner now is doing to Caroline. And it's almost word for word, blow by blow. It's almost like a stick that they go through just to show that, you know what, I don't need to fight you right now. And honestly, the only fights that would be bigger for her than Caroline would be Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, or Clarissa Shields. Possibly another Michaela Mayer fight. But like Michaela's bigger than her. And Clarissa, I mean, yeah, that's a pipe dream. So why are you even doing someone in the same fashion that you said you took offense to when someone was doing you that way? The girl Caroline has been putting in work. She has been putting skin in the game. And I mean, this fight probably ain't as big as it can be, but she's definitely a worthy opponent. And that happens on the men's side of things as well, too. And at times we hold it to the people that we rock with and we don't hold it. Like you said, a lot of people are okay with Alicia doing this because you know what? They rock with her. I'm not. Yo, I want the fight. So I want to see the fight. But at the same time, I understand that trash talking is a part of the business, especially when, you know, you got machismo on the line or you got ego on the line or anything like that, bravado on the line. One thing I will say, 2 cents was spot on. They're getting bread now. You got the basketball players, and I just hate to transition to basketball players. They was getting pennies. Now they getting some $1 million contracts. They signing $1 million contracts because they starting to get a little bit more value. It's starting to see more people flock to these events and check out these women. So, you know, a lot of that comes with the spotlight. And sometimes you got to give them something to feast on. And that talk is the talk that people feast on. I mean, one of the greatest shows of modern recent time was Bad Girls Club. And what was they going up in there doing? It was cutting up, popping a ish, throwing them hands. So, you know, it go hand in hand when you want some numbers to go up because everything scales up. They are influencers when it's all said and done. And they're trying to influence people to come in there and see their product, to purchase their product, to go in there and be a part of the product. So I'm not mad at that, but I do think that, you know, we got to give people the same energy. And if she didn't like when Clarissa was doing it to her, then why are you doing it to Caroline or anyone else? Let's get these fights because for the most part, the women get to the matter. They do a lot less chatter. They get to the matter. And that's one thing I do appreciate them. They got to do this to get their product where it is. So hopefully we see the fights because I don't think she gets a Harper fight. Not a Harper fight, a Katie Taylor fight. I don't think she gets a Serrano fight. So the best thing available for her will be either a Mayer rematch or
Why you think she's
Carolina.
not gonna get the Serrano Taylor fight? You don't think neither one of them a fighter?
Taylor says she got one more fight. I don't know if it's gonna be that. It's gonna be her homecoming fight too. So I don't know. I hope they get it. I hope she gets both of them because that adds intrigue. And you know what? That makes that Caroline DeBall fight that much bigger. It makes the back and forth between, because honestly, man, I'm gonna be real. I never thought Shadeja Green was gonna beat Clarissa. I just wanted to see the fight. That being the case, you know,
yo, salute Rick Tins in the building.
that fight is
You on the screen, yo. What's good? And salute to Jab Queen in the building. What is good with you, Queen?
Jab in the building. What up, Jab?
gone, Jab.
Jab Queen in the building. Little Jab
My
Queen.
bad,
What's
yo.
up?
Thomas,
Ty
you can
Drake.
understand what you were saying. My
No,
bad.
no. It's ladies. We got ladies on the panel. I acquiesce to the ladies.
We gonna shut up now.
All right, what you got, Jab? What you got, Jab?
Oh no, I'm just listening to everybody.
Nope. They
point of
part of the
view.
Red Sea. You
And
gotta walk through it now. They said they
no,
shut up. You gotta say something now.
I'm definitely gonna say something, but I just wanted to first say good morning to everybody first. I hear everybody's point and I understand everybody's point, right? But I do have to be honest. In my opinion, there is a difference between men and women. Just like we can't run around here laying down with all these men and still be considered the man, like they can. I feel like it's almost the same thing in women's boxing. Let's be honest. A lot of men don't really care about women's boxing unless they see somebody naked, they find somebody attractive, or you can fight, or you bring in some sort of drama to draw them for whatever reason, right? But there is a fine line that unfortunately, as women, period, we have to walk, right? And yes, in certain aspects, we have to be classy, even though they're boxers, you still have to have some sort of level of class because if not, you will turn a lot of people against you, i.e., Clarissa Shields, right? Like whether you love her or hate her, majority of people don't like her for a lot of things that she says, a lot of things that she does, right? So of course they're going to be paying attention. All attention is not good attention, and I know people say, oh, any attention is good attention. It's really not though, right? This is going to prevent her from getting certain branding deals. This is going to prevent her from scaling up in any aspect. When you have a lot of negative attention, a lot of brands will look at you as a risk, right? You can be popular online, cool. You can be, still winning all your fights, but you can still have people that have the big money, the big purse, not want to entertain you. I don't know if y'all heard her, but plenty of times she said she had to buy her own tickets to go see fights because a lot of these big brands do not want to be bothered with her because she has a lot of mess with her. So all attention is not good attention, right? And being messy and being brash and being all that stuff can cost you, right? And this is the lane that she has found herself in. I don't know if it's because she's aligned herself with Papoose. I know that's where a lot of women kind of started to back away from her because some women are married. I know some married men don't really care because, whatever. But a lot of married women don't entertain this kind of nonsense. And then you're actively flaunting it in people's face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody, oh, keep it boxing, keep it boxing. Why? She doesn't. She's always running around here talking about her man, her man, her man, Remy's husband. So why does everyone else have to do that? It's just a certain line. And then the things that she does, in my opinion, was extremely classist. She did the same thing to Keith Thurman. What was it, last week, 2 weeks ago? So I am in the majority or minority, whatever, that can't wait, that hope she gets her ass whooped because this girl is out of control. She's out of control. Certain things you just don't say and don't do.
Salute to Don Trickham in the building. What is
Hey,
this?
not hoping that we getting the ass whooped out.
I can't wait, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I can't wait, and I don't care who don't
I
like
don't
it.
think
I
it's
can't
gonna happen,
wait.
Jab. I don't think it's
I
gonna
don't think it's
happen,
going to
Jab.
happen either.
Right,
I
I
don't
don't
think it's
think
going to happen either because it's not enough competition. But a girl can hope, 2 Cent. A girl can hope.
Hey, hey,
But let
hey,
me
A
let me
girl can
respond to
hope.
don't get
Jab. Like
messy.
Hey, that's
I
wild.
hear Jab. I hear what Jab's saying. I'm saying I don't disagree. My thing is I don't mind y'all people commenting on it and talking on it, making it like that's cool. Y'all can call it out. But the challenge I'm having is that people keep saying she needs to. Like, it's fine to talk about how she is, but stop trying to say she needs to do this. She needs to be class. She needs to be a certain way because what's happening is we all know Clarissa not that way. She from
She not.
Flint, Michigan, grew up with lead in the water. Nope, whatever her history is, she's getting money now. Money only brings out more of the
You
person
are.
you are.
Yep,
You're not
yep.
gonna get better because you
Mm-hmm.
get money. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't disagree. See, this is where people get me misconstrued. I don't disagree with people calling out who Clarissa is. She's that. I'm not defending that. What I'm saying is either you take her as she is, or you leave her as she is. I'll give AB as an example. AB, one of my favorite fighters. I
Yeah.
love AB. He's a
I
fucking
love it.
scumbag.
Oh my
Period.
goodness.
We all
But
love
you
AB.
never, you never hear me making videos about AB need to be a gentleman. He need to stop drinking. He need to put the. I may come and give my 2 cents. Hey, AB need to get his life together. I hope he's able to stop drinking. He blah
Mm-hmm.
blah 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 blah, and I move on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different level of criticism for Clarissa that's extremely personal because she's not who people want her to be. Does that make sense?
I
What I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense what you're saying, but I think it's not about who we want her to be. I think it's more or less people are realizing who she is and don't like it. See, before she, started glowing up, and sometimes this could be a bad thing, right? Before she started glowing up, I think she was a little more humble, right? When she had her Christian
No.
face
No,
and
let me
not her
tell you,
makeup
Jab
face.
Queen, she's always been like this. And let me tell you, because I've been following Clarissa for a long time. When
Oh, you poor
Clarissa was
thing.
going, when Clarissa was going to the Olympics, they told her she need to chill. They told her she need to stop being aggressive. She need to stop saying she like beating people up because she's a woman and people don't want to hear that. And they've been Jab. They've been telling her this since before even
And
the
she ain't
Olympics.
listen, huh?
No, she's not gonna change. She
Mm.
Yeah,
not
she
gonna
she is.
change.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? Like, and it's fine to be who you are, right? But when you playing at a certain level, don't you think it's better to invest in yourself to become a little bit more less, because she's a bit much, right? To elevate to another level, right? And I get it, right? You got this far being who you are, but I don't know, man. Life is a game of moves, yo. And if you're not making the right moves, then I just don't know. Like at one point, at certain points, you have to invest in yourself, invest in who surrounds you, invest in who's around you. Like certain things you shouldn't probably still be doing when you have $8 million or whatever the case you say. Like like for instance, Tucson, I'm pretty sure that you don't do the same things today that you did when you was like 19, 20. The same with me. Before I had my daughter, I couldn't. I would die if my daughter knew some of the things that I did before I had her. It's called elevation. It's called
No,
elevation. When are you going to elevate? When are you going to do something different? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. She's just
no,
too much for me.
I hear you, Jab
She's
Queen. And
just
as a
way too
fan of
much for
Clarissa
me.
Shields, and this is where I'm at with this, right? Because like I said, I was an AB fan. I sat around and AB he gonna get it together. AB he gonna get it together. Oh, he about to
I
change. He about
know.
and I promise I'm never doing that again with none of these boxers. I'm never doing that again
AB
with none of
breaks
these
my
boxers.
heart. Who say he
Don't
does?
ever
He breaks my heart.
exactly.
Oh, he breaks my
Even
heart.
that
I
clip I
love
just
him.
seen the AB jab when he was drunk and they was trying to take his keys. Like
Oh my
I couldn't
God.
even I couldn't even handle it. Like this shit too
He breaks my
triggering. I
heart. I'm
can't.
not gonna lie. Yep. AB breaks
But
my heart.
let,
I'm not even gonna lie. He breaks
let
my
me
heart.
let me piggyback off with something y'all was saying. Jag Queen, you spoke last. Here's the thing, and I'll put what you said and something that 2 cents together. Being who you are, that's cool. But when you get into the business world, sometimes
Hmm.
you have to put on a make it freaking act. A lot of people do it
All the time.
because if the natural you is not marketable and you want to
Hmm.
be marketable, it's called entertainment. So everybody's not going to be accepted like that. And she's one of them. She is who she is. No one is saying that she can't hold her hands, stuff like that. But hey, sometimes I say, hey, the skill sets, ain't matching the resume. That's just how I feel. If we want to see her, evolve, get the money she can make, she could be making more money than what she's making. But everything that she invested in being is not marketable. And she somewhat always been a marketable problem. You understand what I'm saying? This is the problem. So it's going against her. You see what I'm saying? It's like once she started getting to these other activities and things like that, it actually started overshining who she is to a lot of people, especially to the new people. Some people just think, especially with these casuals, they coming on every day. They gonna think she just got into boxing. They ain't gonna know that because everything that they see about her is more everything else that's not about boxing. And like Jag Queen said, it's got to be marketable. But you out here showcasing, parading to be a mistress. That ain't cool at all. And for men, for any man that's a fan of that, you's a nut. Because I'm not one of them. I don't like women who run around and all that. No, I don't like that. She got a man, leave her the F alone. Because I don't mess with nobody else's goddamn woman. I don't do that. So none of that is good publicity because it's going against her market. That's all I got.
I want to say this, Crush, and it is right. Like it's a lot of mixed energy with that whole subject, right? That's why I pretty much do not talk about that. I try to just keep it boxing, but she don't, so it's like it's hard to do that, right? But I will say this: the marketability is the issue, and I talked about this heavily on my channel. The biggest deal in women's boxing had absolutely nothing to do with Clarissa Shields. Why? And she's the most accomplished. She's two-time Olympic, two-time Olympian, 19 world champions. And the biggest deal in women's boxing had zero to do with you. If that don't make you take a look in the mirror, I don't know what will.
She know why. It's because she said what she said about Jake Paul.
This is what
And
I'm
Jake
talking
Paul
about.
came out.
You
Yeah.
can have all of these accomplishments, but apparently they don't mean a damn thing to people in business. When it comes to business, you do almost have to code switch. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story.
Yeah, you
When I was
do.
when I was younger, I worked at a call center, right? And I used people say I sound white. Everybody used to giggle and laugh at me. Oh, you have a white voice, whatever, whatever, right? So I was on the phone one day and I was talking to this lady and I was like, "Oh yes, ma'am," da, 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 da. And I forgot to hit the mute button. And I was talking to my homegirl. I was like, she went to the store, she got us breakfast. I was like, bitch, where my fucking change at? The lady on the phone started having a fit. She was like, excuse me, where's the young lady I was just talking to? I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I really it was so crazy. It was
Thought you were
so
two different people.
crazy. Listen, when you gotta get your bag, that's one thing. We all know we gotta play by a different set of rules. I dare you to talk to your boss the same way you talk to your homegirl or your
That's
homeboy.
the
I
actually.
dare you.
This
Right.
they did the same thing with boxing when it came to the belts. They knew they didn't want to pay for the belts and this, that, and the third, but they had to talk a certain way and do this, that, and the third so they can get a certain type of money and get where they needed to be. Now that they got what they want, they're like, screw the belts, man. I never wanted to pay the sanctioning fees anyway, bro. But you be doing
Uh-huh.
it because you had to, because you knew you wanted to be certain in a certain place in your career. That's just what it is. You know, everybody got to play a certain role sometime, especially when you're trying to get to the bag and it's your career. You feel me?
Hmm.
That's a bet. What do y'all think about Conor McGregor fighting Ryan Garcia?
I don't know what's
Big
going
man.
on. I don't know what's happening with all of that foolishness. I guess the UFC people are trying to get them some money now too. They don't heard about, Conor Benn and his 15 million child. They all running to fight boxes. It's a mess. And I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that Dana White was kind of start trying to bleed the UFC into boxing because the UFC, let's be honest, that's all he knows. But I will tell you something else. He know how to steal their money. So any boxer that signs with Zuffa better be careful. That's that's just what it is. That's where I stand on this whole Zupa situation. They're gonna start blending in. I'm telling you, you're gonna start seeing more and more of that. I can just feel it.
Salute Dirty Wife Beater. Everybody hit the like button. When it comes, what do you think about the fight? What do you what
Oh,
do you
please.
think about them fighting?
I think that Conor McGregor might get his ass whooped the same way he did when he fought. Who he fight? Mayweather too, right? I just I
Who?
don't know what's going on. You said Conor McGregor, right?
Oh shit, not Conor McGregor. Conor Benn. Conor Benn fighting Ryan Garcia. What do you think about the fight?
Oh yeah, no, Conor Ben, he gonna get his ass whooped. He's definitely gonna get his ass whooped. The way the what I saw from him in the Regis fight, he's food. He's food for anybody. And Ryan don't have the best skills to me, but at least he's a little better than the Conor Ben. Conor Ben looks sick too on that damn
Ah,
scale, going down to 150, like one of them damn
man,
Ethiopian children.
he's gonna look bad at 147, in my opinion. I don't know how it's gonna look.
I
And
don't know how he's gonna. He ain't fought at 147 in what, five, six,
bro, and
7
I went
years.
down the top 5, the top 10 of the list, bro. Like only person his best bet is fighting Arnold Barbosa, bro. I don't even know if that's gonna work out for him. Everybody will beat him up at 147.
Yeah, he's food. He's food.
Everybody. It's not a soul on that joint that he can actually come out to with a win. And you got 5 fights over there on Zuffa. And I got Richardson Hitchin beating you up since I know he got a fight at 147 over there at Zuffa because there ain't no 140. So him and Conor Ben is most likely to happen, right?
I don't know. I mean, well, I know that is he going to okay, so I read that it's like more deals now because originally it was just a one fight deal for the 15 million, but now he signed a multi-fight deal with Zuffa. Is that what I'm
Yeah, it's a
understanding?
5 fight deal for the same amount of money. If you ask me, Eddie
Hmm.
just knew what it was and just read between the lines. He knew ain't nobody giving Conor McGregor 5 million for one. I mean, 15 million for one fight. He know it. He promoted the man. He know that he ain't worth that much money. So when he said that, he was leaving to do one fight at Zuffa, when he heard $15 million, he knew it was BS. He knew it was already a multi-fight deal. Ain't no way you had one fight with Zuffa, and because it was good, you're fighting a 5 fight deal. I'm not trying to hear that because when Eddie was being emotional about the situation and having all the interviews talking bad about Conor had an interview talking like sweet about it, like I'm still trying to work with him and I'm just taking this fight for my family and that, like, bro, he kept acting like it was one fight too. Like so, he basically went over there and took Eddie Boo from him. That's Eddie talking about fighting Dana White now. He wants
Yeah, I was just about to say, and I was about to say, and now they about to fight over him.
They're about to fight. He want him. He want
They
fight.
about to fight. It's ridiculous.
He took his boo from him. He's like, man, I want to get that fair one with this man that took my boo from me out this month.
Well, I don't know.
But if he on Zuffa, who else is on Zuffa that's at 147 besides
First of all, Zuffa doesn't even have a 147 division. That's the crazy part.
I thought they had a 147. They just don't got
No. They have a one. What is the one? They have 8 divisions, right? And one it's not. They don't have a 147 and they don't have a 168. So that's why I was confused by why Richardson Hitchens went over there, right? He's either gonna have to go up or down. Most likely he'll go up because he couldn't make 140 at his last weigh, and so he'll go to. Oh no, yeah, 147. I'm sorry, they do have 147 if I'm not mistaken. So he'll be at 147. But my issue with Richardson Hitchens is if you were going to move up to 147 anyway, you could have stayed over here. You could have fought Ryan. You could have fought Devin. There was plenty of opportunities for you over here. I don't understand why you went over there and now you're calling out Devin. Now you're calling out Ryan. Now you're calling out all these guys. It's like,
you know why?
Ridiculous.
Come on. You know why, Jab Queen.
Yeah, but it's why. All Dana did was create another side of the street, in my opinion. There's this like that's
and another belt. And another belt. Exactly what the fans say they didn't want, Jab. Exactly what they didn't want.
It's crazy.
You want from the other side of the street. That's why. He's safe.
It's ridiculous.
You don't gotta fight them. It's hard fights. He over there on Zuffa is only gonna be a certain amount of names over there that he can fight. Like it's not shit. Why not? That's how he looking at it. He said, I don't have to fight the big names, but I can still talk trash about them because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. It's like it was stupid.
I don't understand what's up with Richardson Hitchison. Like, you know, I feel like what's happening is you got people trying to follow the Bud print, and they're not as good as Bud, and they talk too much. They
talk about it too.
So since the print has already been exposed, the fact that you're one not that good, and the fact that you two talk too much, it's easy to see. It's easy to see. So you going on with the Zuffa and then calling out people like, come on, bro, we see what you on. It's like you're not fooling nobody.
And let me ask y'all this, right? And I'm just gonna put it out there, right? Like, okay, how do I want to word this? Okay, so all of these boxers, we know some of them are avoiding real competition, right? What do we think about this era if all of them retire undefeated? Because to me, it's a sham. It needs to be investigated at the highest level because that's not that. Like, when does that ever happen? It's the Mayweather effect. That's why when everybody got all bent out of shape when Tio made those statements, I felt where he was coming from because I've said that several times myself. It's all a Mayweather effect. All these guys grew up watching Mayweather. They were enticed by the money made. They didn't see the Pretty Boy Floyd stage. They watched Money Made. They saw how he retired undefeated. And like, I still don't think Bud should have retired undefeated. I still think there was some smoke he could have caught at 154, but he didn't stay at 154. He moved to 168 to fight Canelo, who, in my opinion, had been declining for years. You know, but like Tucson said, unlike Bud is actually skilled. Right, I just get on him about his resume because it's trash, but he's actually a good fighter. Like he probably would still at 154 still, you know what I'm saying, win some fights. But the rest of these niggas, they are avoiding tough competition. Shakur, you know, I don't think Keyshawn is avoiding tough competition, but Richardson Hitchens, I don't think Devin really wants to fight Shakur. I don't really think he wants a rematch with Ryan. I just don't think some of these boys really want tough competition because they want to preserve as if somehow that makes them the best, when in my opinion it does not.
Yes, that's a fact, and they're scared to take it first. They're scared to get that first taken away. You're scared to get that first L before they're the people that they peers, the people they've been growing up boxing with and stuff like that. In my opinion, it's all a big competition. You know, Shakur, Tank, Devin, Teal, Ryan, all of them are in competition with each other because they so around the same time. You know what I'm saying? And fight.
But that's my issue. That's my thing, though, right? Y'all can't all be in and around the same weight class, calling yourselves the best, but don't fight each other.
Nobody fighting each other. Yeah,
nobody fighting each other.
Ryan at least getting these names and trying to at least fight people.
Can I say this real quick? I don't think that they're quote unquote necessarily avoiding competition. I think it's just all smoke and mirrors. And I have the same belief as Jab Queen because I believe all great fighters fight until they lose. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And if somebody is retiring undefeated, I'm gonna comb through their resume. Because
Hello.
why? I'm talking about undefeated. You ain't got to draw. You ain't got to nothing. I'm gonna comb through your resume because
Hello.
it usually
Prior to.
means if you're retiring undefeated, it usually means you were strategic and moved a certain way. And now that I'm
Talk
really
about it.
in boxing and I'm really knowing boxing and learning the business, we can't lie and say Floyd Mayweather wasn't strategic. The difference
Talk about
is
it.
Floyd Mayweather was so good that he was able to beat champions and this person because he was so good. So when he was being strategic, he was doing it with better levels of competition. And it's boxing, everybody's strategic. But what's happening is they're getting so strategic that they're taking away that competitive aspect of it. And they're trying to trick and manufacture the fans to, oh, I'm so good. Nobody can even, I ain't even losing a round. And it's like, come on, bro. Like,
I agree 100% to say, and I think that towards the latter part of his career, he became strategic. But don't get it twisted. Mayweather fought names. Like there was a lot of fights that Mayweather that he got. If you go on his resume, he got some names. He only have one name and think he going to the Hall of Fame. Mayweather out of the 50 fights, I will say he fought a good 15 good names. Like give me something, bro. Don't just give me one name every 7, 8 fights and think that you that nigga. Like, no, bruh. It don't work that way. Not for me. And then
I
you want
really
people
think
to
it's
pay
the
to see
Andre
you.
Ward effect. I think Andre Ward put that strategy into their mind. No, because why you
Nah,
laughing,
I
Ashley?
agree with you.
Oh,
I
you know
agree because
what?
he's the
I didn't
most
even think
marketed
about. I
team.
didn't
He
even
did
think
it
about
first.
But
him.
think about it, Andre Ward, because I watched this interview with
He
Andre
gave it to
Ward, and
Bud, and Bud, and now he making a bunch of Bud 2.0s. That's what's going on. It
yeah,
was Ward that
Oh, I didn't
did
even
it
think
first.
about Andre
That's
Ward.
yo, and everybody loves Ward. I'm be like, yo, he's cool, but I never really was a big fan of
I,
Andre
I
Ward,
can't rock
bro.
with Ward,
I
Ashley. I
never
was
was a
thinking
big
maybe I
fan
don't
of
like his
Ward.
style. Oh, I was thinking
His
maybe it's because I
style,
don't like
yeah, his
his style.
style.
Let's keep going.
Go ahead.
Keep going down, Charlie. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's because I don't like his style, but I don't know what it is about Ward. But I was watching him do an interview, and he was like, I don't care if they make back their money, long as I get my money. So that has become their mentality. They want the most money for the least risk. I've heard Bud say it, and that's fine if that's your strategy. Listen, I rock with
Nah,
Bud
that's
and him
not
being.
fine.
I
That's
rock
not
with Bud
fine.
and him being strategic. People get upset. People get upset with me when I say that, like it's an insult. But the truth is, you're not gonna be 3 times undisputed if you're not being strategic. It's not gonna happen. You're not just gonna accidentally be 3 times undisputed and you getting blackballed. It's not gonna
But
happen.
but then Tucson, let me ask you this then, right? With all that being said, how much respect do you give a nigga that acts like that?
Well, this
Because
is the
if I'm
thing,
looking
right?
at it like this, hold on,
I
I'm looking at it like this, right? It comes to a point where you feel like you can possibly be strategic if you want to get all the accolades and all of this. But for me, if you want respect, if you really want to show me you like that, this is why to this day people love and respect EJ. This is why to this day, like you know what I'm saying? Just certain people, it's like I can see that, and all them accolades to me, they don't mean nothing if you ain't fighting nobody, yo. They don't mean nothing if you ain't fighting nobody. I'll give you a prime example. The Madrimal fight, right? The nigga just got the belt to fight before you fought him. So
Yep.
these guys, the back in the day guys, the Marvin Haglers and all of them, they had title defenses, 15, 20 successful title defenses. And you can't even defend your shit one time, to me, you didn't deserve it anyway. You was cherry picked.
And the reason why I'm gonna say yes, I do have a respect for Bud is because I appreciate the business side of boxing. And I can appreciate how he was able to maneuver, how he was able to finesse his way into a big Canelo fight. Like I can appreciate that because I appreciate the business side of boxing. Now his resume and how he moving, he's a great fighter. But I mean, he was strategic. Like that's just how you could sum it up. But this
And,
what
and
they don't want to be honest about, Jab and Ashley. They don't want to admit that PBC puts on the most competitive fights.
oh yeah,
That is the
oh yeah.
promotional company
Yeah.
that puts on the most competitive fights and put their fighters in there in good competitive fights. They not trying to build you up and do all that and put you in there with this person, match make you super perfect. Like they don't do that. Y'all heard Adrian Broner say, PBC gonna pay you, but they gonna make you fight Godzilla.
But
So,
listen, you kill what you eat, and that's been their business model forever. This is why they've been, in my opinion, the only ones not bending over for turkey a la chic, and the only ones, in my opinion, still standing on their own too. They're aligned with Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest goddamn companies ever. So I definitely appreciate and respect them. That's why when Rolly spilled the beans about the situation with Devin, I was like, well, goddamn. First of
oh,
all,
Ashley, I
Rolly,
haven't talked to you about that Devin situation. What you think about that?
What part of it exactly?
About him, about them basically trying to blame the PBC that Devin Haney has a low value
What?
and not wanting to give him a guarantee.
trash can juice.
Hold on, wait. Say the first part again.
Well, the fans are complaining and saying PBC is broke because
Huh?
they don't want to give Devin Haney a guarantee up front. And y'all know what I heard? I heard he was offered a guarantee. He just wanted more money.
Oh, they playing the
Yeah,
blame game. They're playing the
yeah.
blame.
Well, he
If
was too
he
sad.
has his own, what I have to say about it, if Devin Haney has his own promotional company, act like it.
Holler.
Show that and do what the other promotional companies that's been doing it for you for the last 10 years. Do it for yourself.
But if
All
y'all
right.
remember, Eddie
Just
said
like
that.
Remy Ma said, you always acting like you help a nigga, help yourself.
But that's what Eddie said before. He's got his own promotional company. When you want to start putting on fights, then do that. But we all know that's a facade. We all know that's fake, right? So just by Rolly revealing that, just further let people know. But I don't understand this spin cycle either, Two Cent, where people are trying to blame this on the PBC.
Yeah,
No, no,
PBC
no,
don't
no,
have nothing to
no.
do with that, bro.
PBC has always operated under this business model, bro. If you have DHP, right? Don't have profits clearly, but you have DHP. So why don't you pay yourself, bet on yourself? But no, you want to run around here like an employee while simultaneously claiming that you're the boss and bragging that you're not signed to any big promotional company, but always wanting a big promotional company to pay you. You're not that good of a fighter, bro. First of all,
How come he don't send his own contract? How come Devin
well,
can't send a contract?
mm-mm-mm.
He never sends a contract.
How come? How come though? He the A side supposedly to all the fans, but he can't send a contract, and he got his own promotional company. How?
Smoke and mirrors.
How? It doesn't make any sense. All of that shit been bullshit. Devin Haney got his own train, got his own what do you call it? Got his own computer behind him. He got his own system behind his ass, man. All of it be bullshit, and I'm glad Rolly brought it. Him versus Rolly would be a bigger fight than would probably just as big as him versus Lomachenko. They just got to sell it right.
No,
Well, well,
that was a big fight for Devin. That was a big fight for Devin.
that was a big fight for them. But remember, in the beginning, they were saying Rolly was ducking, right? So now
Yep.
that Rolly he came with the offer and put it on the table, now y'all don't want it. But
Rolly
originally,
matter of fact, let's correct ourselves. Devin did send a contract to Shakur. Remember, it was 20% or 25%.
25,
But then
25.
Bill later came out and said he was gonna get Shakur to take the offer and then shop the fight around to see if somebody wanted to pay for it, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
You guys
yeah,
just take
yeah.
credit and act like you want the fight, bro. Are you gonna do any work yourself? They just like
Nope.
Bill just talk good. Like, what's up, yo? Put the
You don't
money
even
up.
talk good. I see through Bill Haney like glass. But here's my issue, right? Y'all are not fine. DHP has no money. Let's call it what it is, right? Because if they did, they would have, like you said before, too, so they would have paid Devin to take the fight with Rolly. But see, remember when Bill was on I think it was knockout or something like that, and he was like he didn't want to take the Tio fight because he wanted a guarantee from Bob. But Bob said, no, y'all can, we're not going to give you a guarantee. Y'all split the pay-per-view or whatever the case may be once y'all make the 150 threshold. That he wasn't confident that they could even make the 150K threshold. But you run around here talking about your son is the face of boxing. Ignorance at its finest. Lies. All lies. And this is why I think that he hasn't fought in a while because Turkey ain't willing. Turkey's busy doing whatever. Turkey backing his way up out the sport, in my opinion. But he's not really interested in giving you no more money. So now he got to figure it out. Eddie Hearn, I don't really think is too big on him. They don't talk trash about Bob Arum. They don't want to go to the PBC. So what is Devin going to do?
That's a good point. That's a good point. What is Shakur gonna do? I think they're
Shit.
both kind of like in a
Yep,
peculiar situation.
they all in a damn kayak together. People are trying. People try to act like it's just not. It's a little bit of a different situation, but it's gonna have kind of the same outcome. Like both of them gonna need money to. Like both of them need big checks to fight. It seems like, and it's kind of like they're running out of fights. Y'all heard Shakur Stevenson wants to go back to 135 real bad. You understand?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
actually, I had a
super
question about
bad.
that.
Listen
Let
to
me.
this. Listen to this. This is Robert Garcia talking about Raymond Mortala.
Right after, so before the end of the year, I would go up to 140 with Raymond to challenge Shakur for Shakur's start if he's still going to stay at 140, or maybe we'll do the catch with a 144 against Shakur. Raymond's a big boy, man. Raymond's a big boy, and I think this might be our last fight at 135. So we are going to go up and wait, and if Shakur is available, since he has no luck getting all the bigger fights, if he's available, then we'll be more than happy before the end of the year to challenge against Shakur 100%.
Now, what y'all think Shakur said back?
I played that on my show. He said, "Why would you fight me at 140 when I
Yeah,
said we could do it at 135?" But see,
yeah,
here's
boy.
here's my issue, right?
Hold on,
You
wait.
you bit.
Before you, because I don't know if everybody heard it. I'm gonna quote it
Okay,
real quick
okay,
and then you go, okay, Queen.
okay,
It's
okay.
Shakur wrote on X. He said, "Why would we do this at any other weight if he has a 135-pound IBF and 135-pound belt IBF, and it would be for the Ring Magazine belt. That's what I will make." That is what I will make it interesting for me. I don't get it basically. So he don't get it to what Robert Garcia is saying. He's trying to say that he wants to fight at 135 because he has an IBF belt and he has the Ring Magazine belt. So that's what Shakur wants. He thinks that's the only time that's the only way that makes the fight interesting, and he don't understand what Robert Garcia is saying. Go ahead, Queen.
First of all, nobody asked for that Raymond Maritala fight once again. He was also on Showbiz talking about why everybody want me to fight all these different weight classes. No, you insert yourself in all these different weight classes, right? But bringing it back to your point, that whole thing to me is mute. When you want to fight Conor Benn at 147, Conor Benn ain't got nobody's damn belt. He ain't never been nobody's damn champion, but you were itching to fight him at 147 with the rehydration clause, right? I suspect, and this is just me thinking, that he was not he didn't expect the WBC to strip him so quickly of that 135 belt. He took a gamble, right? And then his ass got stripped. He don't want to be at 140 because I suspect he don't want that 140 smoke. So he wants to go back down to 135. To me, Shakur is just as big as the rest of these guys. He can actually be at 147 because he walks around probably at 150 or bigger. He's not a figurine like he likes to portray himself to be, but he wants back in at 135 and he's desperate to get it. So he wants to fight Raymond Maritala. I mean, that the writing's on the wall because everything that could be on the line at 135 is on the line at 140. You have a Ring Magazine belt too, sir.
That's a right.
What are
That's
you
a
talking
fact.
about?
Let me get my 2 cents real quick. I think Shakur is, he's playing. It's very ambiguous what's going on with him. Like he's saying, I don't really want to fight at 140, but you went and became the champion at 140. Why don't you want to fight at 140? Why don't you want to fight in the division that you dropped your belt and became a champion in? Like, it just doesn't make logical sense. It's like you trying to do all this maneuvering and this finessing. But Ashley and Jab, let me bring a point, right? When Shakur dropped his belt and everybody was crying about the WBC and how corrupt it is and the rankings and they do this and they do that and blah, 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 right? At that time when that was happening, I pointed out the fact that nobody cares about the corrupt shit that the sanctioning bodies are doing when it's in favor of their favorite fighter. And I'm going to give an example here. How is Shakur Stevenson going to go to 135 and fight Raymond Muratalla for the ring belt when the ring belt is supposed to be for the number 1 and the number 2 fighters in the division? And we all know the number 1 and the number 2 fighters in the division at 135 is Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Can somebody explain to me why Gervonta Tank Davis isn't even in the rankings of the ring at 135 pounds and he's currently the champion there?
Well,
So
we know why that is.
But no, how come nobody is irate or upset about the corruption with the sanctioning bodies like they were any other time when it's not concerning their favorite fighter?
Well, we know why, Susan, because a lot of people hate Javante Tank Davis, and I suspect Turkey Al-Sheikh don't like him either because he won't bend the knee to him. But that is a great point. Why is it that no one's outraged because people don't like Tank? It's the same thing with everybody. Like you said, if it's not for your favorite fighter, you really don't care, right? Like, and then it was like this thing for a while talking about Devin being blackballed. No, it's not. Devin just doesn't. He's not that. Let me stop. Child.
Well, the thing that being a free agent, this is the thing, being a free agent in boxing is not
It's
all
not
it's cracked
beneficial.
up to be,
Nope.
especially when you're not that guy.
Yes, and the thing is, Devin put himself in this position because he burnt bridges. People just don't.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that he burned bridges and pissed on the ashes. He didn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill did it too.
That's because they thought they had Turkey, so they thought they wouldn't need these other people anymore.
Real talk. They did that shit to themselves. I can't feel sorry for those types of situations, man. But Devin is not being blackballed, bro. He's not. Devin Haney wants a certain amount of money, and there's nobody to promote his shit besides his own company, and he don't want to do it.
Devin just being spoiled. That's what Devin is doing. He's being spoiled and acting like a brat and kicking and screaming because these companies are not willing to lose money. Like everybody like, oh, Devin deserves. Like, what about the companies, y'all? These companies don't want to lose money.
Exactly. And nobody's in the business of losing money. That's why I said, like, when in business, that's why I don't know why people were so high on Turkey Al-Sheikh and, oh, he don't care how much money he spent. Oh, guess what? He started to. That's obvious. Because there's no return on his investment. He's paying these guys all this money and he's not even breaking even with some of these events. How long do y'all really think that's sustainable?
Yep. And the same thing gonna happen with Zuffa. I mean, this people gotta remember. Yeah, he giving y'all good money now, and boxing market is different than UFC. But he was paying them Negroes pennies on the dollar. Y'all better remember that.
Yep.
Oh, y'all heard Kinahan got arrested?
What?
No.
Daniel Kinahan has been arrested, and they're saying it's a panic in the boxing world right now. All of those boxers he was paying, all of those reporters he was paying, all of that type of stuff, people deleting tweets. So the boxing world about to get shook up right now because he was money laundering through boxing. And y'all know he was heavily with Top Rank and
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fury, Bud, all them MTK Global fighters. So we about to see what's about to happen with this. They've been looking for Daniel Kinahan for years.
Where they found him at?
The UAE. They arrested him in the United Emirates Arabs. Is that what that's called? The UAE? That's where they found him at and arrested him.
I thought he was in Saudi Arabia, but
he was hiding out in Dubai.
Okay. I know it was somewhere over there.
Salute Thomas Bronx in the building. What is good with you, sir? Definitely.
So Saudi might be finna pull all their money from everything. They already pulling it out of Live Golf, F1, and the soccer thing. So
everybody hit the like button.
They're pulling out all of their investments that weren't profitable, that are not profitable right now, and giving them a return.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody want to listen.
But Turkey already told y'all he only had 18 months left anyway. So he already told y'all it was about to end.
That's craziness. It's really crazy.
So these fighters, he came in, he destroyed the market. He came in pumping a bunch of money into it, inflated it. Now it's about to crash, and these fighters just gonna have to take what they can take.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, though, right? Like, so they're gonna go back down to what their true market value is, right? And I'm not saying boxers don't deserve to get paid. I hate when people, oh, you don't want the boxers to get paid. I'm just saying you're paid what your market value is, bro. All this money that they were making, they don't. I don't want to say deserve, but y'all didn't earn that. And any company that constantly loses money overpaying y'all, they're going to stop overpaying y'all if they want to stay in business.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Jab, you went out, Jab.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
No, I was just saying that any company that wants to stay in business is going to stop overpaying them. So to your point, when you said Devin is spoiled, I think he only got that way because he was constantly getting like Eddie said it before for the Sandor Martin fight. I don't feel like losing $1 million or whatever the case may be. Like they're losing money on some of these fights, so he's gonna have to take a lesser bag or become more entertaining. Only one or two things is gonna happen. So I don't know what these boys are gonna do. Him,
They're
Shakur.
gonna have to step up the competition and what's gonna happen.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I think another reason why they don't get the higher competition is because they want to be paid so much money. That's another reason why their level of competition is not that high because you got to go get the opponent you can afford to pay. So if I want
Mhm.
all this money, then that's why he didn't fight Frank Martin because he wanted to get paid a certain amount of money. And Frank Martin was like, nah, you getting all of this money. You can cut me a little bit more, just a little bit. And he like, nah. So that's what's happening. Like you're not paying these. You saying don't nobody want to fight you, but really you lowballing fighters is what's really happening. So no, they don't want to fight you.
I feel like I feel like Shakur cannot go backwards in competition, right? Like you fought Tio, and Tio is a name, right? And his skill level have been washed to me, but that was a name. So now you cannot go back and fight any more Padleys. We don't want to see that. It's bad enough you waited however many fights you got to give us a name, period. So they, like you said, they're going to have to step up their competition level in turn. They're going to have to take less in order to get those competitive fights. Just like I don't know if y'all watched the Conor Ben and Regis Prograis press conference. Regis ain't say a damn word. He said they ain't paying me enough to say a word. They paid him 1.5 and gave Conor Ben 15 million. I wouldn't said nothing
Yeah,
either.
They
yeah,
only gave Regis
yeah.
1.5. Y'all stop playing with me.
No,
No, they only gave him 1.5 million.
they gave him a mill. Yeah.
That's crazy. Conor Ben gotta be lying, bro. Conor Ben, I know you didn't do all that for no $1 million, Regis.
Yo, he got like $1 million and he got a 5 fight $15 million deal.
Well,
Basically.
wait a minute, because I heard it was just the one fight. Then I heard he extended it to multiple fights. So I don't know if he got that 15 million up front or what's going on. But I know that when the UFC heard about it, they were in a fit. So that's why TKO had to come out and say, "Oh no, 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 we paid Connor, not Dana White, because we know he don't pay the UFC fighters, and the UFC fighters like 15 million. Where that come from? Because you know they already in that antitrust lawsuit. So they had to clarify that very quickly that it did not come from Dana or TK or Zuffa. It came from TKO, the PIF fund. I suspect that was only done anyway to spite Eddie, but mm-mm. Things are getting extremely extremely weird. Um, do y'all think? Well, I know, in my opinion, Zuffa. I don't know if it's the right move for Richardson Hitchens, but I do feel it was the right move for Edgar Berlanga because he ain't never gonna be nobody's damn champion. Like, let's stop playing.
Who not
I
gonna be the
like
champion?
Edgar Berlanga.
Man, Edgar Berlanga is a perfect candidate for Zuffa. That's the type of
Mm-hmm.
person. He's decent. He got an okay name. People know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's good for Zuffa. Hitchison though, he was on a different path. Like same thing with Keyshawn. I feel like they're messing up their trajectory. Like so focused on getting all this money. I'm not saying you shouldn't focus on getting your money, but I kind of think it's a fine line between getting money and I guess it depends on what your goals are. If their goal is to get money, then congratulations to them. If their goal is to build big and have a career, that's going to take a little bit more time and the money will come on the later end. You get what I'm saying? And some of them just aren't willing to try to build and get that. They just want the money up front. They're leaving a ton of money on the table doing that though. They're leaving a ton of money on the table doing that.
So, Tucson, let me ask you this, right? Because, well, from what we know, or what we think we know anyway, about the situation with Shakur and Devin back when they were at 135 together and the 25%. Me personally, I think it was a shit offer. But if I was Shakur, I would have taken it for the opportunity. Like a lot of these guys don't seize opportunities either. understanding and looking at the bigger picture, right? Because if he had took that opportunity and he would have won, he
Yeah.
would be writing his own ticket right now. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? He would have been on a different type of trajectory instead of. This is what I'm saying. Like a lot of these guys, they don't care about the belts like they fans do, right? Because
Well,
he's gonna take them.
I'm gonna give Shakur a little grace, just a tad bit, a little slack. I don't think Shakur
Okay.
has control of his career at all. I
People
don't
say
doubt
he do,
that
right?
Shakur
People say,
probably do want to fight some of these people, but Jay Prince ain't having that.
yeah.
That's what I really think. I don't think Shakur is like. I do think he bluffing, but I believe he would probably fight some of these people but Jay Prince is not doing it. He's not doing it. That's what I really think.
Okay.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Because y'all got to remember, Shakur Stevenson hands are up. And I've said this before. If Shakur Stevenson is able to still fight and feed his family with his hands that messed up, kudos to him, right? The issue comes in when you're doing all this talking and all this calling out, and we're gonna criticize you for it. But if I'm honest and objective, I can see what's going on. If Shakur Stevenson, he's gonna have to maneuver and move a certain way. His hands is fucked up. He can barely make a fist. Like, let's be honest.
Um.
Am I
So with
lying,
that
Ashley?
being said,
Make a fist.
no, he
Am
can
I
make a
lying,
fist.
Ashley?
He can make a fist.
Have
Come
y'all
on.
ever seen him hold a microphone? He don't even squeeze
Yes.
it
It's
tight.
not tight. He don't have. Yo, she's right because
He don't have grip, maybe,
the
I'm
but he
man's
not.
can
I'm
make a
being
fist.
serious.
the man's grip strength is ass cheeks. You
No,
know, he
we
don't have
seen
no
that. We
grip
seen that
strength.
when they did the grip test. He has
Yeah.
and my daughter grips harder than that.
If y'all ever did that, y'all are gonna really think about this situation. When he did it, and I seen it, I thought about when I did it. It was extra funny. Man, he has a really, really, really weak grip. That joint is.
He got the grip strength of an old man, bro. Because and that's when I realized Shakur is not punching like he can't. He can't punch. Your grip strength is correlated directed to how hard you can punch. For the most,
Yeah.
not directly correlated, but it says a lot about how hard you can punch.
Oh, man.
So
And
okay, so that could be a reason that he moves strategically. But then, see, I don't know, Shakur, he really just confuses me, right? Because it's like his cherry picking is almost like right on display. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, and
On
to two
display.
cents point, he does have bad hands, so I completely understand that. And you're saying Jay Prince won't let him fight certain people. So do you really truly believe that he wanted to ever fight Gervonta St. Davis?
Not really.
For one, I don't think that Jay Prince will take that PBC offer because we all know they get minuscule upfront money and then the money comes on the back end, which could be huge. That's the biggest
this
fight
is
in
the
boxing.
question. I always felt like Shakur Stevenson never had any intentions on fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. That was always my initial thought. Then I start kind of feeling like when he left Top Rank, I was like, oh, okay, he's leaving Top Rank, he gonna make the fight. Then he didn't make the fight, and I just started thinking like I believe, and I could be wrong. I think if Shakur wants to fight Tank, he's gonna have to leave Jay Prince. I've never seen Jay Prince work with Al Heyman.
That's what I just said. Jay Prince is not going to allow him to take that deal. I've never seen who else? I've never seen really Devin work with PBC either. It's like certain fighters you never see go over there, and I always wonder why. Like a lot of the black fighters wouldn't go to PBC. Not to say anything else, but it's like, yo, you could tell that they getting money over there. They getting real legit money over there. Why would y'all not want to go over there
They don't like the
unless
business model. They don't like the business model. And when Bill went to PBC, I was like, I don't because I kept saying Devin gonna fight Jack Catterall. I don't think he gonna fight Rolly. Because we've never known Bill to do business with the PBC. Bill don't like their business model. When fighters go over there that haven't been fighting on the PBC business model, I don't expect them to make a fight. Because they over there trying to finesse big paydays. Bud got away with it. Kudos to him.
Yeah, he's the only one. And I think that Al Heyman was mad at EJ for making that fight the way he did because it's like, and let me tell you when I stopped liking Bud, right? I was never extra high on him. I always knew he could fight, but I just was never extra high on him because I don't like that you went over there and told him to open their books. You didn't do that to Top Rank. You didn't do that to anybody else. But the black company is who you tell to open their books as if somehow they doing some illegal shit.
No, I got a theory about that, y'all. I got a theory about that.
Didn't Devin
I
just
want to
say
hear that too,
kind
Sam.
of the same thing, but not really? When you said that you trust that I'm gonna let PBC do that.
Yeah, but you trust
basically said the
you
same
trusted
thing.
Matchroom to do it. You trusted
Yeah.
Matchroom to do it when your ass was top rank. You trusted them to do it, and we all know Bob Aaron stole that damn company from Muhammad Ali. You trusted them. Who said your window is down or something, baby? You say you got a theory. I want to hear it.
Oh, I'm driving. I'm driving. Oh, my theory is I think that he was trying to get access to PBC books so he could give it to Turkey.
Oh
So
shit.
they could see how
Mm.
they were operating and doing and moving things because Turkey was trying to get in and move and do things like that. So I think that's really why they was trying to get their hands on the books because if you notice, Bill came out and said, "Oh, they sent me over a list of expenses totaling $6 million." So they opening their books up. They showing you what the expenses is finna be because you're the promoter.
Yeah.
So here you go. Here's the information. So why did Bud even come out and make it seem like they wasn't showing him the books? You see what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense.
He wanted to know what the $6 million was being spent on. Probably he wanted to know all the nooks and crannies of their
But
business.
see that to me
As
says
if Bud has put
they're
on
not
an
really
event before. Like how is Bud gonna look at expenses and be like, okay, we don't need that expense. We don't like. How would you know,
right,
Bud?
right,
Salute
right.
Apple and
No,
LG TVs in the
I think she
building.
was. I think Ashley was referring to Devin when you
Yeah.
said they sent over a list of expenses. But here's my thing, right? That further lets me know that Bill don't know the first thing about business, bro. Because for you to ask for a list of expenses like you don't know expenses have to be paid during a fight, what the hell you think? That lets me know y'all never put on an event. Like Tucson said, how you gonna look at what needs to be there and what don't? Oh, we don't need the lights. We don't need the popcorn people. We don't need the ring girls. Like, how do you know?
Right. How you tell them how to run their business just because you want a certain amount of money or a different
Yeah, like how you gonna try and cut corners so you can get more money and you don't even know what corners to cut?
Exactly, Jab.
Stop the madness. Stop the madness. Mm-mm.
But
Ridiculous.
these guys think it's. Oh, did y'all see that new app Bud started?
no.
I think it's a pretty decent idea. I guess I should make a video about it. Well, I don't know if he started or if he just sponsoring it, but he has put out an app that the fighters can go on to look for fights, basically. So I guess like managers and promoters and people can go on these apps to try to find fighters to make fights.
Okay.
What y'all think
Oh, so it's
about
like a
that?
match. It's like a matchmaking app.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think I got mixed feelings about it because I'm like, this is the boxing business still. They keep trying to take responsibilities out of managers and promoter hands and have the fighter do it. Like the fighters
Hmm.
can't do everything, y'all. They can't handle the
Hmm.
business. They can't do that. You need management, bro. You need
And
management.
a lot of these boxers really don't even know what's going on. You hear them sometimes in the ring say, I just fight who they tell me to fight." It's like they don't even want to be bothered with the business side of it.
But they shouldn't
And
have to be. That's why you build a good team around you.
I don't know, Susan. I still want to know what's going on, or we might end up like Mayweather talking about somebody stole 340 million from
Ain't
him.
nobody
I
stole nothing
still.
from Mayweather. That nigga stole his own. He spit that shit.
Bruh.
No, he sure did, Susan. I am 100% agreeing with you on that one. But no,
Man,
I just
listen.
think that they should still have some. They should still have some idea of the business. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you ain't getting ganked. No matter how many people you have on your team, you want to make sure they doing what they like. What Biggie said. My accountant watching my other accountant because I want to make sure ain't nobody taking shit from me. So you should still have some sort of idea what's going on, so you
Yeah, you
don't end
definitely
up
need checks
broke.
and balances. You need checks and
Yeah,
balances.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I need to make sure all these niggas doing what they supposed to do and ain't nobody lying. Because if they, it's like, I feel like the smarter you are, the least likely it'll be for people to take advantage of you, right? And the dumber you are, the easier it will be. If you only concerned about fighting and you happy with whatever somebody gives you, how do you know what they're giving you is the right amount?
They don't. They just want the money. It's just like the music industry. It's the same concept.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. And Al Heyman came from the music industry, so
So did Bill
no,
Haney. So did Bill Haney. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know
Bill
that.
thought Bill thought he was about to come into boxing and be the next Al Heyman.
Child, stop. Stop the madness. Oh my God. Nah, I don't really think that
You gonna get it back
well
if it's not today. You wildin', man.
I don't understand some of the moves that Bill makes, right? Because when he did the Ryan fight, right? What did he get? he got paid off for what gross profit, and so it just doesn't appear to me that he pays a lot of attention to detail, right? And even when I read that lawsuit, I was like, who wrote this? A eighth grader? Like it didn't appear to be it didn't just appear to be, top level stuff, and they were crying about the money that they received during the Ryan Garcia fight. So I don't know. It just seems like DHP. I don't know, man. I just
I'm
don't
gonna say
know.
this. My son, they talking about my son, talking about him going pro, taking him to Mexico and all this other shit.
Okay.
If y'all don't think I'm not paying attention to Bud moves, Bill move, if y'all don't think I'm not paying attention to all of that, y'all crazy. We can say what we want to say. We don't like it. We don't this, but they moved Devin very well.
Mm-hmm.
Bud was
Yeah,
moved
yeah.
very well. Jay Prince is moving Shakur very well. And this is the business side of me talking, not the fan side. It's a difference.
That's true.
So I'm definitely going to study their moves and how they're doing and how they're handling this, because this is a business at the end of the day. And
Yep.
these fighters want to get paid at the end of the day. I know the fans want to see, and I get all that, but it's a fine line between all of that. Like people got to understand that, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, but I do. So I come
No.
from a business point standpoint, I come from a content creator standpoint, and I come from a fan standpoint when I
Hmm.
talk. And I think a lot of people
Hmm.
don't realize that about me. So sometimes I sound like I'm contradictory or I'm flip flopping, or if anybody feel like that, I'm
No,
not.
no,
I'm just coming from
no.
different perspectives and aspects, because
Right.
it's a lot that goes on with this, which is why I love it. It's drama, it's
Hmm.
gossip, it's money, it's
Hmm.
everything. It's
Hmm.
everything. I
Honey,
love
talk
boxing.
about it. Talk about it. It is. It's the ultimate soap opera. It gives you every single
It's
angle, right?
reality TV on steroids.
Yeah, exactly. Getting punched upside your scalp. But no, I understand.
Uh,
I understand exactly what you mean, Susan, when you say people think you contradict yourself, and it's not about that. Like you said, you come from a business angle, you come from a fan standpoint. It's all different hats that are being worn in the sport. So why you only got to come from one particular angle? You know what I'm saying? So I would ignore people that say something. I don't care what people say any goddamn way. But I completely understand what you say when you say that you're gonna model, Bill, and you're gonna model Bud, because remember it was Bill who told Bud to go after Canelo.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So I get that. I completely understand that
Bill is a
wholeheartedly.
smart man. Don't get it twisted. He's not done by any stretch of the imagination. But that's why I don't fall for the Ryan Garcia thing. Like I think Bill was way too smart to tell Devin to fight like that. Like I just don't get why Bill would do that. Like for the life of me, I don't understand why you advised your son to go in there and go toe to toe with the biggest, fastest, harder puncher he's ever faced.
Well, I'll tell you this,
was
Toussaint.
sleeping on Ryan.
Bill, I'm not gonna say that Bill is dumb, but I will say I don't think he's as smart as he thinks he is, right? Because me personally, I would not have allowed Devin to go in there with a Ryan Garcia that missed weight, even though we know the nigga ain't made weight since 2021. It's certain things during that whole situation that I just would not have allowed. For one, as a father, and for two, as a business person, because it's like, okay, if we don't do the fight, the fans are gonna be upset. Who cares? Let them be upset with Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like you play a dangerous game when you start allowing like little nuances to take place. So I just don't know. But that whole situation, in my opinion, he probably thought that Devin could use his skills to outbox Ryan, which he probably could have had he stuck to whatever game plan that they were supposed to have made. Because he can easily outbox Ryan, right? But you can't outfight Ryan. That's the thing, right? Like when you started fighting Ryan's fight, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose every time.
He still wasn't gonna beat Ryan. He's not beating Ryan. It's a bad style matchup. And I was saying it
Uh,
before
I,
the Devin fight, but it's just a bad style matchup for
I,
even I
I
was
don't.
just watching Devin hit the pad work recently. He's still doing the same thing and get him caught by the left hooks. It's like, why won't y'all fix it? That dip into the right and that drop in his hand. He still does that.
The
He
one
still
thing I
does
want
Yeah,
to say though, him working
but
with
hold on.
James
I
Tony
don't.
is going to fix the way he punched because the way he punch ain't accurate. James Tony is going to try. I would say
He's
James
gonna try
Tony
to fix
he's
it,
going to try to
but
fix the way he punch.
but he's too set in his ways already. I feel as a boxer, to Two Cents' point, he's been doing this his whole career, so it's gonna be very hard to correct that because unless he truly, truly, truly like is conscious of that at all times. But when you in the mix of things, you're always gonna revert back to what you know and what you've been doing the whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know if that can be corrected. But Toussaint, I'm not gonna say that he can't ever beat Ryan because when they fought in the amateurs, he won 3 out of the 6 times. And this is before Ryan got his man strength correct. But I feel like I don't know because Devin has the skill set to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Will he completely lean into that and not get flustered and not get? But as you right, getting caught is one thing because when he get caught, then it's probably like it's over.
Different
So
story.
I don't know, but I think he does have the capability. But does he believe that himself? Because the biggest fight in boxing for him is going to be a Ryan rematch.
Do y'all think he gonna make that fight or no? Because I think it'll be highly.
I don't.
It's.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna lie. I
so.
mean that I feel like he should stay away from Ryan, but that's just me personally as a fan. But as a content creator, as a boxing, not as a fan, but that's just me as my common sense. But as a fan, I want to see the fight with Ryan Garcia again because that's one of the biggest fights in boxing, and I think that it'll be great for Devin to have the opportunity to be able to produce to the fans one of the biggest fights in boxing. Like this is what this is what everybody wants. This is what we've
Not
been
his
waiting on
fans.
from
His
Devin.
fans.
Give us a
His fans
big
don't.
fight. Like
Mm-mm,
you have the
mm-mm.
opportunity to capture the minds, the attention, the hearts of the boxing world. Like this is one of those fights. It's not a mega fight, but it's a mega fight in that aspect. It got the
But
drama, it got the cheating, it got the back and forth, it got all the makings to be a really, really big fight. So I hope Devin don't disappoint and not make this fight with Ryan Garcia.
well, he's not. I'll tell you right now. I like I said. I don't believe that Devin knows that he can beat Ryan, and I believe that he is so glad that that Austrian came into play as a reason that he lost, right? Because that's what they hang their hat on. But to me personally, if you really believe that that was the only reason he beat you, you would have made that fight immediately. Both of y'all spent the same
Yeah.
amount of time out of the ring. Both of y'all was out for a goddamn year. I don't know what the hell Devin was doing. You know what I'm saying? We know Ryan was suspended, but Devin, why the hell was your ass out for a whole year? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he really wanted to make that fight, he could have done so. Running around here talking about some Ryan think he the A side. Boy, he is. He was A side the first time y'all fought. You was just on his undercard. You know he's the A side. Like that's ridiculous to me. So I don't feel like he is confident he can beat Ryan.
I don't think
Furthermore, I
so.
don't think his brand can take that another L. I just don't think so.
I mean, if it's to Ryan, I don't see it being a problem because Ryan already beat you. But listen, this is my thing as far as the drug testing and all that. If you think Ryan is gonna cheat you and you worried about that and taking the drug testing that caught him the first time ain't enough, don't fight him. This whole get tested, start testing now, like that shit. Like if you're that fearful he's going to cheat you again, then don't fight him. If I'm dating a guy and I think he gonna cheat on me, I'm not gonna date him. We're not gonna date. Period. I'm not about to stress myself. I'm not about to be like, let me check your
Uh-huh.
phone every time you come home. I'm not
Uh-huh.
about to
A
sneak in
whole
your
job.
phone. I'm not
A
about to do
whole
none of that.
job.
If I think you
Hmm.
cheating, I'm just not going to be with you. Simple.
So that
Simple.
leads
Very
to
simple.
saying that this is just tactics to get out of the fight. I see somebody said that he turned the fight down. Now, the reason why Ryan turned the fight down is because of Devin's tactics. It's tactics that fighters use to get out of fights, especially when it comes
Yep.
to negotiations. It's the reason why he got out of the fight with Rolly. It's the reason why he got out of a lot of fights, and Shakur too. They say things during the negotiation period to make people back off of the fight. It's not because they don't want to fight him or they don't think they can win or they're scared of him. It's because they over here trying to act like a bully in negotiations or to try to act like they deserve more than they they actually deserve. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times Devin want to act like A side and Shakur too when they're not, and that's the problem.
Well, I'll tell you
Did
what.
y'all
They
hear what
only do
Rolly
that.
said? And I believe it. Not to cut you off,
Hold on,
Jab, but this
hold on, Susan. I will say this, right? And in my opinion, they only do that to other black fighters. I didn't see any of this crap with who did he just fight? Ramirez or whoever Ramirez, right? So that before I
Brian
didn't see
Norman.
any
No,
of
he
this.
did it, but he fought Brian Norman.
No. Yeah, he did. You right. He did do that with, but I'm talking about mainly they only do it with black fighters. He didn't do that crap with when he fought Ramirez at 144. This extra drug testing and all of this other shit. They weaponized Vada too. To your point, actually, this makes people not want to deal with them, not want to be bothered with them. Like, get out of here. I don't have to do all of that. If I'm already on the WBC clean boxing program, why do I have to start testing right now? That shit costs money, bro. You gonna pay it?
Mine yours. Shakur wasn't A side when he fought Oscar Valdez. If you wanted one answer, he admitted that. He admitted that he took the shitty deal just to get the fight because he wanted to fight that bad. And Shakur's not the A side when it comes to Tank Davis, which
But see, this is what I'm
they
talking
already
about. If you took
said.
it to fight
Right.
somebody else, why you won't take it to fight Devin? You could
I'm
take
just
that
saying,
shitty
like
deal.
it's times when it's yeah, and at the time Devin too, because Devin had undisputed. He had all the titles when he offered that weak ass 25% or whatever the case may be. It's times when he wasn't an A side, but he admitted when he was versus Oscar Valdez. But you don't need to cuss. Mind yours.
Let me say, and this is what Rolly said. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I believe it. He said that after him and Ryan fought, him and Devin already had the contract to fight each other, regardless of a win or a loss. And Devin ducked out on that fight. And let me tell you why I believe that. Because there's no way that they promoted that Devin and Ryan rematched that whole fight if it was contingent on if Ryan won or lost. They wouldn't have promoted that Ryan Devin rematch so hard if it mattered if Ryan won or lost for them to fight the rematch. So the truth of the matter is, Devin from the rematch he had already had in place after Ryan fought Rolly. Period. He walked away from it. So I don't know if that's affected his relationship with Turkey or any of that because Turkey put out a tweet. He mentioned his plans. Devin name wasn't on there for the remainder of the year for the fights that
Neither
he's
neither
about to
was
make.
Shakur. Neither was Shakur's.
Neither was Shakur. He did mention Shakur about the fight that he just put on with the quote unquote 20,000 people with Tio, but he didn't mention Devin. He didn't mention putting on nothing for Devin. So everybody keeps saying Ryan walked away and all this other stuff. Like I get it, but that's not what happened. Devin is not trying to fight Ryan. I don't know if he want to get 2 or 3 more fights in first. I don't know what he's trying to do, but
Not right now. Yeah, absolutely not. Not right now. He's not trying to fight Ryan
I don't
Garcia.
think he wants to fight Ryan again at all. And like I
Probably
said
not.
before, I think he does not want that brand hit because as we can see, instead of like immediately asking for a rematch, he went and fought harder to get that O back on his record than he did to reschedule that fight. And to Two Cents' point, like they did a whole commercial. It was terrible, you know what I'm saying? But they did a whole commercial. Why would your rematch be contingent on if he wins another fight? What they got to do with you and that man? Nothing. It's all these contingencies they want to put on Ryan to make the rematch. In my opinion, Devin, you need it just as much as Ryan do. Ryan don't care. He's a superstar regardless.
facts. And
You
then
want
Ryan with this Tio. I heard y'all asking about the Ryan and Tio fight. I guess it's okay. I really don't want to. I think this is just not a good style matchup. And then Tio going up another weight class to 47 when he ain't even had no pop and wasn't even the same at fucking 40. So how y'all think he gonna look at 47? But
I think Ryan is I think Tio is done.
Yeah.
I think that he hasn't been the same in a while. And anytime you win and you questioning yourself, do I still got it? You know, that tells me that something is not right, you know, and he refuses to get rid of his father. You know, so I think Tio is pretty much done. I don't know what he's gonna do moving forward, but besides be a gatekeeper, because that's the road he's headed down if he continues to lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't really I don't see the skills that I used to see in Tio, unfortunately. You know, back when it was like a thing with him and Devin supposed to fight, you know, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Tio was really to me, Tio was him. But I think his peak and his decline was the Loma fight, if
yeah,
I'm being honest.
he's been going down ever since the Loma fight and declining. I've been saying it even before he even thought about fighting Shakur. I've been saying Tio was on the
Hmm.
decline. I've been saying it, and it's
Uh-huh.
just crazy how Shakur popped out and fought him on his decline. Like people act like they don't want to notice that. But let me ask y'all a
Yeah.
question, Ashley Jab.
Well,
How
you
do
know what
y'all
that
feel
is.
about this whole oh, I want to beat somebody and get number one. Like, oh, Devin beat Brian. Oh, he's a number one fighter at 147.
Trash.
Shakur beats T.O. Oh, Shakur is the best at 140. Like, y'all telling me
Trash.
Shakur is the best at 140 because he beat T.O., but at the
Nah.
same time, he don't want to fight nobody at 140, the division that he's a champion in. So, how do y'all feel about like you get one person and then you get this great recognition for beating this one
Well,
person?
that's what I said. That they get one fight and they think they go into the Hall of Fame for one fight. But we just sat here and said how T.O. has declined. And if you remember in that Breakfast Club interview, Shakur said he's looking at the landscape. He was like, boom, give me T.O. It's the Bud Crawford effect. You know what I'm saying? He's completely following that playbook, and you can see it. It's plain as day if you have eyes. Listen to what he said to his cousin in the locker room. I was about to try to knock him out, but he started fighting back. He don't really want no real smoke, right? And everybody thinks like, oh, who was that? Antoine Russell was like, I'll take Shakur last, like he's afraid of him. No, he clarified that and said he wants to make it a big fight. And people say, why is and nobody calling out Shakur? Why is he not calling nobody out? The boy is at 140, decorated to the gods. He decorated like a fucking Christmas tree. Why is he running around here not calling nobody out but 135-pound fighters? He wants to tuck himself back at 135. People think I'm crazy when I say this. Like
I
people
see
think I be riding Shakur ass for no reason. I see you, boy. I see you.
some people say, I hear some people in the chat asking, how do you know when a fighter is declining or inclining, if that's a word? If you can't look at a fighter and just see if they're getting better or worse, like I don't know what to tell you. Like if you ask me, in my opinion,
Rolling getting better.
I feel like Shakur Stevenson has peaked. I feel like Shakur peaked at 130.
Yo, salute to you in the building, yo. Listen,
yo,
let me answer your question, yo.
Me too.
Shut up, Queen. You went on.
Sorry.
She asked the question.
My bad.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm muting my damn self. My bad. When it comes to T.O., you asked a question about T.O. I have a question when it comes to T.O. Well, actually, I just have a statement. T.O. don't have no damn trainer. That's the problem with T.O. T.O. is declining. Right. T.O.'s declining because all you have is his pops. His pops has what background in fighting? His pops don't look like he can fight. His pops is just his pops, in my opinion. Nobody's ever said, like, when it comes to everybody else, y'all got a leg up in the game, or y'all move around. Like, when it comes to Devin, Bill ain't a fighter or nothing like that, but I made a live on it. Like, he's had all types of fucking trainers. Like, he had Devin had a smorgasbord of trainers.
Yeah.
Everybody had that, like, bro, he had a whole buffet of trainers, a whole trainers. I'm telling you. He's trained with over 20 different people. How many people has trained with T.O.? T.O.'s on a decline because all he uses is athleticism, and he does his own workouts. That's not enough when you get to the top position. And then beyond that, when you was at 135 at the top position, yeah, you fought a good fighter, but Lomachenko said to had an injury and got surgery right after that fight. And when he started to fight at the 7th round, he made it close. And it was damn near an even fight by the time the end of the fight happened. He won damn near 5 rounds straight. So, I mean, when it comes to that, and you was fighting a smaller fighter. So when you move up in competition, it's like, yeah, you moving strategic yourself by picking Josh Taylor at the time that you picked him, and that was the best that you could do. Period. You did your Lomachenko thing, and you did that. It seems like at the right time, because Lomachenko needed surgery and didn't do shit for the first 6 rounds, and then you fought Josh Taylor. But since that, like, people talk about Arnold Barboza, but Arnold Barboza to a lot of people is a C+ fighter, but when he fought T.O., he looked like one. He just was standing there looking at T.O. the whole damn fight. T.O.'s declining and not getting better because all he do is occasionally he go to the Eddie Reynoso gym and fuck around with Canelo. That's it. He don't have no trainer. He not getting better because it seems like he don't have the regimen that everybody else have. He might got the discipline, but he don't got the trainer. He don't got the skills behind it or the technical ability. He don't got none of that.
Let me respond to that, Ashley, because that's crazy you say that, because I feel like Loma was T.O.'s best performance. And then I realized T.O.'s dad did not train him for that Loma fight. He had a different trainer. I can't remember who his trainer was, but that's when I start feeling like, okay, boom, T.O. finna get a new trainer. He finna go up from here. This is what he's been missing. And then he didn't stay. He went back with his dad. And I'm like, until T.O. gets a trainer, he's going to struggle, and it's messing with his confidence. Because T.O., we see you got the athleticism. You're a good fighter, but your training is not up to par. It's not up to par, and you're not improving. You're not getting any better. And I think that these dads and these fathers, some of them can only take their sons so far. And I think that they need to realize that. But T.O., I think at this point, his confidence is just shot. A lot of people, he has a issue with the black fighters because he feels like like I've never been able to get to that level. So he may have some type of animosity, jealousy, envy, or
And don't
whatever
forget
the
his wife
case he
left him
has.
for a black man. His wife left him for a black football player. Allegedly.
And now T.O. like shit. I want a black man too. Y'all hear him on there with them homo erotic
know.
shit he be saying, them that
You always saying
homosexual shit
that.
he be
You
saying.
always saying that. You always
I've been
saying
live for
that.
almost 4 hours. This time I really want to stay, but I got a party to go to at 1 o'clock. My nephew had a daughter. She's turning 1, and they got a birthday party. I said I was going to do it.
Congratulations.
So yeah,
Congratulations.
I have to go. I have to be there. I have an hour to be there.
Oh my
Live,
goodness.
shooting and shit like I got nowhere to be. Your daughter knocked on the door like it's almost 1
Hey, you know we gonna talk this boxing, Ash. I'm glad I caught
Okay.
you this morning. Great show, ladies. Shout out Jab. Shout out Ashley.
Yes.
Appreciate
Shout out,
everybody that hit
ladies.
the like that everybody that came in and came on the panel. Appreciate you ladies. Y'all definitely appreciate y'all coming through and everybody else that came on the panel. Everybody hit the like button if you didn't before you leave. I'll be live on Saturday, every Saturday, 3 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if there's no fights or if I'm not busy. If you don't see me, you definitely can catch me around 8:30 or 9:30, just like today on Sunday morning. Anything else y'all have to say before we get on up out of here?
I think the women taking over this boxing talk space.
Okay.
I
Now,
think we
I
taking
do
over.
want to just I think you're right though about T.O. He does need a better trainer. I said that in one of my videos. I said if T.O. does not replace his father, he will never be champion again. And I solely feel that.
Yeah.
I don't know what he has going on with himself, but I definitely agree. But I'm gonna let you get up off of here, Ashley. I appreciate you for having me on and enjoy the party.
Definitely appreciate you for coming on, lady. Definitely appreciate it, Queen.
All right,
Everybody,
enjoy the rest of your day.
thank you. You too. Everybody hit the like button though. Again, like I said, thanks for coming through. I see you next time. Holla at you.